What up? What up? Welcome to this Talk That Talk Tuesday, as I, JB, is here to represent. Don't start none, don't won't be none. Brought to you by betonline.ag. Use the promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V. Get you 50% off welcome bonus. Also, Canadips. Make sure you head on over to CanadipsCBD.com. All the new joints are in. This one right here, Pineapple Express, is fire. Make sure you head on over to CanadipsCBD.com. Use the promo code CoachJB, all caps, and get you 20% off plus free shipping. Believe is the promo code for betonline.ag. Get you 50% off. And Coach JB, the promo code for CanadipsCBD.com. Appreciate everybody in here on this Talk That Talk Tuesday. Lot to discuss today, man. Lot to discuss. First of all, let me get you the quote of the day, as always. Be careful who you call your friends. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies any fucking day of the week. I'd have a tight fucking small circle. I'm going to tell you right now. Contrary to belief, brought to you by CanadipsCBD.com. A dream written down becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. And a plan backed by action becomes a reality. That is something you guys have probably all heard. I just wanted to reiterate and let you guys know that's the contrary of the belief today on Talk That Talk Tuesday. 2023 has been a fucked up year. We already know. It's been crazy. Fire after fire. Ohio seems like it's just been under attack since the year started. I have no idea what's going on in Ohio. Zach Smith will join us next week. He had a holiday function with his daughter to hit 10 yesterday. Plus, we had all the Kansas City Chief rah-rahs going on, so we had to bring them in, although no fanboys showed up. A couple fans did, so I appreciate those guys from yesterday. Lot to get into today, man. We're going to talk that talk. Trust me. Please make sure you talk that talk. I'll be getting the Whitlock clip from yesterday. I'll post it on my channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I've been getting hit up. Apparently, there's people. First time I've seen myself. People sent me comments. I'm being defended for the first time. Man, look, you know me. I don't hold grudges, dog. I don't really care. People are asking Whitlock to apologize. I'm like, for what? What's he got to apologize for? He don't got to apologize to me. I don't need you to apologize, dog. You know how I am. You are who you are, not what you say you are. What the fuck I want to I will not accept it. I'll tell you that. So I'm just letting you know right now. I don't know why. What is the apology for? I already know who you are. Come on, man. Please. It is what it is. Like, shit. I'm going to say no. Don't accept it. Is that even possible? How do you not accept it? I don't know. Listen. This is the world we live in. All right? I want to show you something. I want to show you something real quick.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Don't motherfucking start none. There won't be none. That's where I'm from. Word to the wise. Whitlock, Chiefs, fuckboys who think they know football. Let this be a lesson. Stop fucking with me. I ain't the one. I'm trying to tell you cats on Twitter. Listen, there is no return fire like mine. You cannot beat me in this game. I am going to fuck you up in all aspects. You want to talk football? Let's talk. We talk life? Let's talk. You want to try to clown me and you can't even spell? Good luck. I'm just telling you, dog, it doesn't work well for you. You guys all think you're doing this and that. You're not. Don't start none, won't be none. That's it. Period. So I don't understand. This little boy right here hits a girl open-handed, gets his ass slapped, and runs away and cries. That is what you guys are that I'm dealing with all weekend. Don't start none, won't be none. I'm just telling you. Like, it is what it is. I don't understand how you don't realize that. Start none, won't be none. It blows my mind, dog, before we get into this show, that these cats come on Twitter and Instagram and all these different platforms, TikTok and all these fucking bitch-made platforms, and they literally talk shit. And they talk shit. And when you respond and you fuck them up with words, by the way, they're all words, which makes me like you guys use the word cringe. Makes me cringe that we're using words because I'm not used to that. I'd rather talk to you in your fucking face. I don't want to hear words, and I hate saying words, but when I say the words after you've already DM'd me 5 times from 4 different fake accounts, and I post your fat wife, husband, and kid, and then you've already become personal, sending me pictures of my daughter and shit, and then all the people that defend you on open line Twitter stating, JB, you wrong for that. You shouldn't have posted that. Man, fuck you. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't start none, won't be none. But see, it's okay. You always catch the retaliator. You never catch the instigator. It goes to sports. What do we do as coaches? Coaches in here? Second guy always gets caught. We teach our players, don't fucking retaliate. You're the second guy. The second guy always gets caught. Don't act like I don't know this. But I'm at the stage in my life where I am saying to you all, don't fucking do as I do. Do as I say. I've been around the block when it comes to this coaching business, this playing business. When these kids do fucking what you do, you've already lost them. See, we're giving these kids an equal playing field. You're giving kids who don't know shit about shit, don't know fuck about fuck, don't know shit about shit. You're giving them an equal playing field. You're allowing them to think they know exactly as much as you know. And what has it done? What has it done? It's eliminated the hierarchy in the world. There's no more hierarchy. Now you have no hierarchy in this fucking system. So kids think they run the show. That's why they beat up teachers and hit teachers. And that's why they're robbing and pillaging. And that's why they're stealing and lying. And that's why they're getting away with whatever they want to get away with. That's why they're the most cowardly fucking pussies we've ever seen in our entire lives. Why do you think they're quick to pull a strap? They're not going to throw hands. They're scary little pussies. So now you got to be on edge as the other person, because these little punk bitches will pull a strap on you because they're scared. Cats don't pull a strap when they're gangster. Cats pull a strap when they're scared. Don't get it twisted. So I'm just trying to be clear here what we got going, what you're inventing, what you've created, what you are enabling. You're enabling this generation to do whatever the fuck they want to do. I'm just telling you guys, man. It blows my mind. You think they're okay to talk, start shit, and when you go back and fire back, like this little fucking kid did, his bitch ass.
Oh, shit.
What? That is exactly what Twitter is right there. That is what Twitter is. Man, Bree, I appreciate you guys. Shit, I didn't even fucking remember it was my birthday. Fucking Joe Accord, man. Appreciate you, Joe. You didn't have to do that, man. Bree, you didn't have to do that. Appreciate you. Wish you wouldn't have. Shit, I forgot it was my goddamn birthday. Shit, hey. I ain't got no hey, shit. Let me see here. God damn, sure is the 21st. Keith Smith. See, that's where you're wrong, dog. That's where you're wrong. Keith Smith said, I bet you I don't go in the hood without a Glock. I don't go to the hood with no heat. I don't go to the hood with no fire. I don't go to the hood with shit. That's where you're wrong. You got to start dissect. You got to start separating the gangster, the OG, from the punk bitch kid that don't think prior to going into it. Too many cats holding knives walking into gunfights, dog. I've already beat you before I show up. Why would I rock a strap into the hood, especially my own? Fuck no. I've never had to carry strap ever in my life. But you're sitting there thinking, damn, no way. Yeah, way. But don't think there's not red dots on everybody else behind me. I don't carry no strap. Best believe it's calculated, though. I know where I'm at all times, dog. What do I need a strap for? Like, what do I need a strap for? You would never go to the hood without being strapped because that's what you do. That's who you are. You're actually inviting drama. I ain't inviting drama, but don't think I'm in there empty-handed. See, a lot of you cats think that you have to carry a strap to show something. You carry a strap, that's when you're going to get lit up. I'm just telling you. That's where I'm from, dog. I don't know where you're from, but if you got respect when you walk into a hood, what do you got to carry a strap for? They all fucking know me, dog. There's no need for me to carry a strap. But trust me, there's people around that's on watch. This ain't no ignorance motherfucker right here you're dealing with. I'm just trying to throw that out there. So I never had to carry a strap in the hood, especially my own. And if so be it, nowadays you got these little bitch-made kids just going around spraying folks. Like I said, got to be smarter than what your opponent is. Don't start none, won't be none. That's just what it is. Mo Martin, what up? Tell him, Mo. Shit, Mo, we ain't got to walk around with no strap. That don't mean we don't have one somewhere close, but that don't mean we carry it. Charles Barkley dedication. Charles Barkley's birthday was yesterday. I just want you to see a real basketball player. I want you to watch basketball like you do every day. And I want you to watch these pussies play. And I want you to watch a 6'4" forward. 6'4", if that, by the way. I've stood next to him. 6'4", maybe. All right? And you compare the two, and you tell me what has changed. Y'all talk about the players back in the day couldn't play now. They're too athletic. Motherfucker, you must have not watched Charles Barkley. You fucking ignorant people are dumb as fuck, especially you young little fanboys. You better go watch real film before you start commenting on shit. Just because you see Ja fucking Morant. Ja Morant weighs 100 fucking pounds soaking wet. And I want you to understand something. And if you don't agree and don't want to watch it, then you're just ignorant and you're stuck in your ways. Man, please. Happy birthday. 60th birthday yesterday to Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, one of my top 5 players of all time, watching him. I don't know if I put him as my top 5 player, but he's one of my top 5 ever to watch play. That's how exciting that motherfucker was at 6'4" at 280 fucking pounds. When he played, he was probably 240, but he got heavy later on in Houston and Phoenix. He was still driving the lane, two-hand tomahawking on cats. Oh, you motherfuckers couldn't even have fucking got into the gym with that dude back in the day. Not one of these motherfuckers. You cats are unbelievable. If Barkley was 6'8", the world would have problems, dog. I'm gonna be real. The world would have had problems. Isaiah Place said Karl Malone should have went to prison. Look, so I'm confused as to why we're bringing up Karl Malone now. I don't understand it. We've known about this thing for a long time, dog. Why is it now all of a sudden brought out? I'm confused as to why Karl Malone now is trending on every social media platform. He don't even have social media. I hated Karl Malone growing up because he was so fucking good, by the way. Karl Malone, Barkley, Pippen, Jordan, the Stockton Malone era, the Jordan Pippen era, the Magic Kareem, all these guys came up in this era. Karl Malone was unstoppable with his jumper, dog. Like, he never missed. Like, the motherfucker never missed. Why is he now trending again? So apparently at 20 years old, he impregnated a 13-year-old. And man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, that shit is weird and sick as fuck. I have no fucking, you know me, how I feel about this shit. So it is what it is. Nothing happened to the motherfucker, though. Nothing happened to the cat. So we wait 40 years to bring it up? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, dog, you already fucked up. We already know who he is. You allowed him to slide for 40 years. Why are you bringing it up now? Now you want to bring it up? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. The bad boy era, one of the best eras ever, one of the best teams ever. Jordan couldn't even beat the motherfuckers for how long? People don't even want to talk about that shit. Jordan couldn't beat the Pistons. It took them forever. It took them forever. So, I mean, come on, man. Lou Sassel. Whitlock shut him down. The show is going down quick. Oh, fuck. We get these trolls, dog. God damn. Trolls come in the morning, man. It's like unbelievable. Appreciate everybody hitting the like button. Subscribe. If you're not a member, become one. Because a lot of these trolls like this will end up being put out. So we can get all members only going from time to time. Live golf teams are set. Live golf tournament or Live golf is in full swing. They're in Mexico right now. Next week they'll be in Tucson. Man, Hector, much love to you, dog. Much love to everybody with the birthday shout out, man. I appreciate you. And I say, fuck you, motherfuckers, for letting me know I'm a year older. But I appreciate you guys, man, because I truly woke up this morning. If I'd have known it was my birthday without thinking about it too long, I would have woke up like, fuck, it's my birthday today. I probably wouldn't even have done a show. I truly forgot about it. I don't have no fucking idea. I don't do birthdays. I really don't give a fuck about them. It's not like I got 6 kids running over and a wife coming home to me and saying, let's go have Chuck E. Cheese. I've never had birthdays. Shit. I was coaching at Indy and I forgot my birthday and I fucking finally got a message from somebody, throughout the middle of the day. And I was like, shit, I forgot all about my birthday. Alan Edwards, shout out. I will. Let me see. Let me see if I got a picture of me. Let me see if I got a picture of me at Fort Hays State, I think. Me throwing the rock. Let me see here. Somebody just sent me that. We're here on Talk That Talk Tuesday. Somebody just sent me a picture of me throwing the rock. Boy, I could sling the rock too, boy. You don't even want to know. Let's see. There we go. Bam. Clint Walker, man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Britt said, I'm finally speaking some truth about today's youth being weak. I'm finally speaking. Man, Steve Wilsey, what you doing, dog? I appreciate all you guys, man. You guys really don't have to do that shit, man. It's kind of embarrassment, man. I appreciate you guys. Steve Wilsey in here dropping C notes, man. Joe Accord dropping 50 pieces. Man, I appreciate you guys, man. Happy birthday, man. It's much love. You're my family now. Shit. Fuck it. Let's roll. The Live Golf teams are set. Pat Perez, obviously, my boy, 4 Aces. Let me represent. I got the 4 Aces hat right here. Got to represent my boy, Pat Perez. His birthday's next week. I'll be in Tucson in a few weeks watching Pat Perez get down in Tucson. They're in Mexico right now. They're in Mexico. So the 4 Aces. Joe Accord, I'll get you one of these. Don't trip. Once they're out there, I'll get a couple hats and I'll send you one. I'll send you some of those. So I appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah, Britt must not follow me on Twitter or nothing. Yeah, the books, you want them personally signed, Venmo me at Coach JB12. I'll personally sign it and ship it myself. So you ain't got to go through all the hoops and shit through the website. I got them at my house too. I'll sign it if you want it. $30 includes shipping. So just leave your address in my Venmo at Coach JB12. Somebody said, yes, sir, Tyler. All you guys that aren't members, become one. Become a member. If you're not one, become one. We're just getting started here. I appreciate it. Yeah, my half birthday's coming up in 6 months. So you guys could do this too in 6 months. I wish I would do a fucking half birthday. I know people that literally go to Vegas for 2 days, 3 days to celebrate what's called a half birthday. I ain't never even fucking heard of a half birthday until now. A half birthday? What the fuck is a half birthday? Oh, that's 6 months in. You're 45 and a half, 46 and a half. You're 13 and a half. Motherfucker, please. I ain't no half shit. I ain't no half stepper either. All gas, no brakes. Come on, man. We got a lot of going on. Appreciate everybody. Join the Discord, Slap Nation. If you're not a member, become one. You can chat in there through text. We chop it up in there. The community's growing. Don't be a bitch made cat in there. We'll block your ass. Make sure you get in there. It's another $1 above your other membership that you have. If you're not a member, become one. We need members to get back in this mix. Get your ass a member. If you're a member, then you'll have some shit to do. You can call in like the people did yesterday that were not members. I've had a lot of people hit me up asking me about it. You can become a member. You can call in, and I'll take call-ins. I'll make sure we start doing that as part of the show. I just have to wait through a few things because I'm waiting on a few different finales and there's some things in the works. So I got to wait for that to happen. And then, we're going to try to move this show into the cigar lounge. We're going to try to blow this thing all the way through the roof. But right now I'm working on a few other things to see what happens. If something happens, then we'll start having completely full-on trivia call-ins, both phone and video face, that I think I'm one of the first ones to start doing, and no one else has got the balls enough to do. It's a trip, though. I started doing the video call-in thing. Like, call in, dog, let's chop it up. But the same people kept calling in, and it was cool, but then there was no new people. Everybody was scared. And then you see that yesterday when we have the fanboys, we give them the open invitation, and not one of them called in. But they just said he yapping on Twitter. Like, dog, you're all bark, no bite. I mean, we know what it is. BMKs, bitch made cats. So that's what it is. We already know what it is. But don't start none, won't be none. Don't start none, won't be none.
Oh, shit.
That should just stick in your face right there. That little kid starting shit and getting fucked up. Come on, man. Young Tone KC said, I'll call in right now. Well, too bad. You snooze, you lose, homie. Motherfucker, I don't work for you. I don't work on your fucking time, homie. Like I said, yesterday was your open invitation. It was your window. Now, if you become a member, then I can let you call in. That's the rule. Yesterday was an open invitation to address all the bitch-made cats. So become a member or you're just a troll to me. So no, why am I rewarding you to come on the show? For what? You missed your invitation, homie. If you miss invitations in real life, do you get to come back the next day and act like everybody's still there? Oh, shit. I missed the homie's wedding. Hey, I'm going to come tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, nobody's there, motherfucker. It's too late. Oh, man. It's unbelievable. People are commenting on my kitchen. My kitchen's gorgeous, by the way. You're just a dick rider. But people are commenting on my kitchen. That is how fucking bad it is. They took all the shit I did and they commented on my kitchen. First of all, you could never afford my kitchen. Second of all, you could never afford my house, the property, the land. So for all you guys talking shit, the motherfuckers talking shit, they have to pick something to talk about. Because they're getting their ass beat so bad on Twitter by me. If there was a scorekeeper, I'm undefeated, by the way. I'm Floyd Mayweather around this bitch on Twitter. But if they're taking score, I'm undefeated. And you know when you're getting your ass beat real bad, right? You know what you go to. Just anything you see. Your kitchen. God damn, these motherfuckers are some bitch-ass motherfuckers, boy. This guy said, I'm only here because I was speaking nonsense on Twitter, on Whitlock. Well, contrary to your belief, my friend, it looks like the public opinion is on my side on the whole Whitlock thing. So I don't know where the fuck you're talking about, but anyway, the house is brand new. I had it built from scratch, number one. Number two, none of you that say all this shit could even afford the fucking property tax. Number three, you couldn't even afford the land I live on. And number four, you would never have designed a house this motherfucking clean and set up and sexy. Shut the fuck up. Dick riders, haters, you're my biggest fans. You make my dick rock. Pat Beverly to the Bills. Westbrook to the Clippers. I like one, not the other. Which one you think? Pat Beverly to the Bulls makes perfect sense to me. They need a nutty-gutty defender. Westbrook to the Clippers is a Westbrook to the Lakers situation, in my opinion. It makes no sense. But I'm not mad at Westbrook. I think he always gets the raw end of the deal. He's from L.A. I wouldn't want to leave L.A. either, dog. Clippers make sense to me. In a cold sense, I kind of wish and hope he gives it to the Lakers when they play. I really do. Because I don't like this Laker team. AD's a bitch. LeBron's a bitch. I don't really like this team. Let me retract LeBron being a bitch. Can I retract? I don't think I can. And I don't think you should be able to retract. But having said that, LeBron's never had any issues off the court. He's never been in trouble that we know of. And don't you hate that stereotype? That we know of. Motherfucker, he ain't been caught and ain't been in trouble. Then he ain't in trouble. Motherfucker. I hate motherfuckers that always try that we know of. Motherfucker, we know that he has never been in trouble. Why are you always trying to add some shit to the motherfucker? One thing about me, I'm going to keep it real and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. It don't matter if I like you or not. I don't like him on the court. He's a freaking phenom. We already know LeBron's going to go down as top 3 or 4 and 5 or whatever. Everyone's going to talk about the GOAT and all this. He broke the record, dog. You can't say nothing else, right? It's like Mahomes. Mahomes got 2 Super Bowl wins. Mahomes just won his 2nd Super Bowl. So you can't really say nothing. That's why I put him at number 1 returning next year, right? Based on my criteria, I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't have him at number 1. He beat Burrow this year, even though he's 1-3 versus Burrow. But having said that, he beat him this year. It's a what have you done for me lately? He won another Super Bowl. He has 2 more than Burrow, 2 more than Josh Allen, 2 more than Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, all these different guys. He has 2 more. 1 more than Aaron Rodgers, 1 more than Brett Favre. He's right underneath Elway. He's got 1 more than Marino. He's 1 under Aikman. He's 2 under Montana, 1 under Young. Like, I can go on and on. I'm just off the top. But he's 1 more than Russell Wilson. So I would be a hypocrite if I did not give him his flowers for that feat. He's opened up and he's done that. So I'm never going to, why would I, you act like I'm just coming up here for hot takes. Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about no hot take, whatever the fuck that means, or no clickbait. I just tell you the real. And what I broke down on Whitlock yesterday was damn unbelievable factual evidence. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It'll be up on my show hopefully later on today or tomorrow. And the bottom line is sometimes the truth hurts folks. And it is what it is. I don't know why Whitlock hung up. You know what? It's his show. I hung up on Sarah. I didn't apologize, nor should he. He is what he is, who he is. I am who I am. I don't want no fucking apology. I've been getting sent all these messages. Oh, he needs to apologize, coach. No, he don't. For what? Dog. So then Matt and I should apologize to each other every day, right? No, we're not. Dog, you guys are too sensitive. The XFL started, all right? And everyone's asking me, Coach, you like the rule after you score, instead of kicking it, you get a 1 opportunity on 4th and 15. I think the NFL should adopt it. It's great. No, it's not great. It's literally what you guys are in America. Enabled. Expecting instant gratification. You expect something to be handed to you. That is a fucking horrible rule that the XFL put in. The XFL can't be taken serious with those rules. Now, all the other rules, the instant replay, the refs allowing them to bang, I love the XFL. That rule in particular, the 2-point, 3-point, and 1-point rule, no kicking, it is what it is. You can't kick. I don't know if I like that either. But because if you need 1 point, I mean, I get it. It's a lot harder to fucking run a play and score 1 point than it is to kick a point. But it is what it is, right? So make it harder. Cool. Fuck it. But the 4th and 15 rule that everyone's blowing me up about and saying, Coach, we need to adopt it in the NFL. No, we don't. The NFL's already as soft as fuck. You imagine Josh Allen losing another game to Mahomes on a 4th and 15 call after they've come back and scored down 14 with a minute 30 left and can tie it or win it because they could allow a 4th and 15 one-time Hail Mary type of shot instead of having to kick off to the other team because you just scored like normal fucking football. No, earn it on an onside kick like the game was invented to do. I don't want to see a 4th and 15 fucking lucky. Yesterday, the XFL, Sunday, they did that deal, and that's how DC won on a fucking PI. On a PI on the 4th and 15. So not only do you not have to kick it off, you get rewarded by going for it on 4th and 15. And if you throw up a ball and get a PI, you could get the first down. Dog, that's horse shit to me. That is the softest fucking rule I've ever heard of in my life. By the way, news breaker. I will be on Kansas City radio today. I will be on 610 radio in Kansas City. I would tune in for that one at 9 a.m. Pacific. Right when this show ends, I'll shut it off a little early and go on to that show. They do a live radio show. I probably can't cuss on that one. All right, I'll be on that later on. Discord link, I believe, is on YouTube. I got to check it out. I think it is on my YouTube. If somebody could look, I don't know if Derek's in here. I need to get the Discord link and put it in the chat. Yes, I was on with Brandon Walker on Unnecessary Roughness on Barstool. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check out that show. Barstool does a hell of a job doing that and promoting it. They're putting out a clip or two a day from our show. Our show was an hour and a half, so we were doing that. And so, you know, it's 7-on-7 was brought up. The Deion Sanders stuff was brought up. And listen, everyone that's against me, what I say, is soft. And then all the ones that say that I call them soft, call me whatever it is. So that's my point. You call me the old man on the grass. I call you soft. It's all opinions, dog. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're getting called soft and that offended by it and you're going to run to the car crying, then god damn, your parents are fucking pussy. Like, who raised you motherfuckers? That's why you motherfuckers are out here fucking doing this dumbass shit. Like, oh man, it's unbelievable. This is the soft pussy world you guys live in. You live in these prank boy situations. And then the pranks now, listen to this shit. The pranks have become fake pranks on top of the fake prank. Does that make sense? So a prank is fake. We're shooting a video. Stop. Motherfucker, I don't care if you're shooting a video. I'm fucking you up if you're trying to prank me, right? Well, now the prank video is actually a setup prank on top of that. Does that make sense? So I'm pranking you without knowing you. That's a prank. I'm pranking you with knowing you is just a fake prank. Now, how pussy soft is a fake prank? We've created the softest shit ever, pranks, and turned them into fake pranks, meaning all parties are involved. Just to get tweets and relikes, dog. Like, this world, social media, I am fully convinced. We talked about this a year ago. There's some pros and cons with social media. I'm fully convinced, dog. Social media is all con. It's all bad. We need to delete that motherfucker, like I said last week. Delete social media for a fucking year. Oh, the old man on the grass. No, I'm not. Watch the world get back to fucking business. Take motherfuckers off social media where you got to go out and get a job, motherfucker. You got to go grocery shopping on your own. Take the video games out for a year and see what the fuck you do. You're either going to blow up to be 600-pound fat fucks like we already are the most obese nation in the world, or you're actually going to go out and fucking get off your cell phone and go run, jog, work, exercise, do something outside. I don't know why you motherfuckers worried about Ohio and all this shit anyway. You don't go outside anyway to breathe the fucking air. But fake pranks is the new thing.
Hey, bro, what you doing?
I can't shake a hand, bro. Why? I'm gonna leave next time. Watch out, but you. That's your dude. I'm not. My name is.
Did you hear me?
Watch out,
Did
bro.
you hear me,
Watch
bro?
out.
Did you hear me,
She can talk for herself, bro.
Like I said, don't step none.
She can talk for herself.
Cross this line, that's your ass.
She could.
Cross that line, that's
could
your
talk.
ass. Cross that line, that's your ass.
Watch out, bro. Watch out.
Cross that
Watch
line,
out.
that's your ass.
Oh, you good? Watch out, bro.
Oh, shit, you good?
Watch out. You tripping? It's a video. You tripping? You're tripping. Watch out, bro. Man, it's a video. Yo. You.
I'll cut my shit, boy.
Man, if you don't cut this shit out, dog, like, don't start none, won't be none. So we know that's fake. So it's fake. Let's keep it real. You're doing it for tweets and relikes. But let's be real, though. This is what the world has become. I wish a motherfucker would keep talking to a girl I'm with. Even if I'm not with the girl, and if I'm with the girl that day eating, motherfucker, please. There ain't going to be no talking, dog. There's no talking. And if he's going to continue to talk after you say, dog, what you doing? Then we already know what it is. But you motherfuckers are, dog, fake pranks? This is what the world's become? Holy shit, dog. The generation's fucked up, and I'm tripping that people really don't think that. People really don't think that shit is what's fucking crazy to me. Stephen A. Smith, dog, he has to grasp the attention. We always talk about him being the center of attention. Dog, listen. Stephen A. Smith clearly wants to be recognized and wants to be the show stopper. But this gives me secondhand embarrassment right here, dog. That motherfucker strolling across the baseline like he's fucking... Holy shit, dog. That motherfucker thought he was goddamn the man. Shaft. Young Tone KC. I don't even... What is a jabroni? Let me know what that is. Young Tone KC. What is a jabroni? If you are a Slap Nation member, you will see it under membership perks. Yeah, but what about new members, Derek? How do we get new members? Is there a link for it? Can we drop it in a link or something? Twin sinks and 2 stoves. I got 2 stoves. You already know. Stacked. I got stackable stoves. All ran smart stoves, by the way. So I can pull it up on my phone, check on the chicken wings or the fucking salmon or whatever I'm cooking in there. I gotta get the fucking bio link, man. I gotta get the Slap Nation link to you guys somehow. I didn't know. I thought it was up. I'll figure it out. How did everybody that's in there figure it out? I'm curious. How'd you guys get it? So you have to subscribe first. You have to be a subscriber and a member to get into Slap Nation. That is why you don't see it. So make sure you hit that up. Let's drop the regular link to the actual channel, Derek, if you can, and then we can go from there. Appreciate it. If you become a member, man, join. That's what you do. You go to my channel on YouTube. Go to a desktop or a laptop, or turn your phone into desktop mode and do it that way. You know what? Bree, Hector, Lucy, Coach Davis, everybody has joined this thing, and they've never asked me how. It's crazy. There's like 500 members, and no one's ever asked me how to become a member. It seems like only cats that are trolling or lazy or enabled or the fake pranksters, those are the ones that always ask. You guys could figure it out, dog. If I told you that the fucking winning lotto numbers are in there, you'll go figure it out. I'm not worried. Daniel Jones, you are tripping. Daniel Jones, you are tripping. Dog, you are tripping, homie. I just gave you all the flowers in the world. And I gave you all the flowers. I gave you all the credit. I said you were going to have a great year under Brian Daboll. By the way, who do I give the credit to? Brian Daboll or Daniel Jones? Who have I been saying that from the jump? I said Brian Daboll, didn't I? So why is everyone so tripped? Why is everybody tripping so hard when I say Andy Reid is the reason Mahomes has so much success? Like, Becoming a member is legitimately on my channel. Slap Nation is now active. It says go on a browser and upgrade your membership to Slap Nation. Hector just sent me a text, dog. It shows it right there. Join the Discord. It's right underneath my show. You got to become a member, dog. Join that shit. Daniel Jones, you're tripping. Brian Daboll gave you some stability, gave you some foundation, brought you in. He's turned up the notch. You guys have a shot. You did well in New York this year. But, dog, you're really asking for $45 million? I would be a fucking hypocrite if I said you're even close to that money. You threw 15 touchdowns last year, homie. Come on, dog. I've been defending you. I've been defending you. I think you're a freak athlete. I think you're a great athlete. I think you could be really good. I said, if you're in some foundational structure, you'll be great. I said, I know you don't have any receivers. I know your O-line's as bad as anyone's. But I don't care. There's no excuses. You had a hell of a season. Your team went to the playoffs. They won a game in the playoffs. And you've made huge strides. But now you're asking for Aaron Rodgers money? Come on. What are we doing? If I said that fucking Kyler Murray's not worth the money and Lamar Jackson's not worth the money and these other fucks aren't worth the money, Derek Carr and Wentz and Baker and fucking all these other slapdicks, Dak Prescott, and why would you think you're worth the money? Fuck no. I have you in as a top 10 returning quarterback next year. But there's no fucking way I give you $45 million. I wouldn't give you, be honest, dog, I don't even, see, you guys are nice, dog. You let the marketplace just control the narrative. Oh, no, we got to, dog, don't pay him and see who pays him. And if nobody pays him, he'll be back to you on a smaller discount. Like, do you not realize that shit? Do you not realize that shit? Like, don't pay him, the Giants, because I'm totally against. Something has to break. We got to break this fucking curse. We got to break this shit. Coach, you hating. They should get their bag. Get the bag for what? So there's no more earning the bag, huh? You motherfuckers will give the bag to whoever. Just here. Here you go. Here's a little, I want to show you something real quick. Here's a fucking, see here. Let me see something, dog. I'm going to show you something. This is what you should have when you find a bag. Research rescue teams in Turkey found $2 million in cash that belonged to one of the earthquake victims. You motherfuckers all want $2 million in cash handed to your motherfucking asses for doing nothing, for being mediocre. Coach, you hating. They deserve the bag. No. This motherfucker found $2 million in an earthquake. That's what you all think you are going to find. Dog, go earn your fucking bread. Go earn your keep. Go earn your cheese. Like, it blows my mind. You motherfuckers really, truly think that somebody is just supposed to give you money at a massive proportion amount of money for doing nothing, being average to below average? That is what the new mediocrity tells us. It is the excellence. Mediocrity is the new excellence. I don't understand why so many people are really that fucking, like, you're going to pay Daniel Jones more money than Joe Burrow. You're going to pay Daniel Jones more money than fucking shit. $45 million a year, dog. He puts him right under Aaron Rodgers at $50 million. So for me, if Daniel Jones just came off a fucking 50 touchdown year and 5,000 yards and won a few playoff games, then we could have a discussion. And still, That's a one-hitter quitter. That's 1 year. I don't know if I'd still pay you $45 million. This cat's on his rookie deal. Like, come on, man. And then Saquon Barkley said, I won't play for under $12.5 million a year, which is the highest marketplace the running back has ever seen. 12.5. The Giants can't pay both, first of all, and get receivers and get O-line help. So if they don't figure this out by the selfishness of these kids, and I hate to say that because everyone's getting the bag, so they deserve the bag too. But they don't deserve the bag. See what I'm saying? Because the cats that are undeserving, undeserving and not worthy, Kyler Murray, not worthy, and not deserving. Deshaun Watson, not worthy, not deserving. I can go through. Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, is not worthy or deserving. Dak Prescott's not worthy or deserving. We got all these guys out here. Carson Wentz, definitely not worthy or deserving. Russell Wilson, I would have never paid him that much money this late in the season in his career. He is deserving because of what he's done. Body of work, 10 seasons. He's been pretty damn top 5 quarterback in the NFL probably for the last 10 seasons. Let's not make no mistake about it. So don't make up lies and say, oh, no, because you live in a what have you done for me now lately world, and half of you that 10 years ago weren't even born. 10 years ago when Russell Westbrook got in the league, you motherfuckers weren't even born. And then you're going to come in here and say, who's Russell Wilson? He ain't done shit. Because you don't know shit. Because you haven't been around long enough, motherfucker. That's what the bottom line is. You don't have the experience to dissect this shit. But anyway, man, it's gonna be bad, dog. I don't know if quarterback cap salaries will be separated from the cap. That's just not possible, in my opinion. So I don't think that can happen. Matt McChesney joins me in about 5 minutes. Steve Kim will join me in about 30 minutes. Talk to them. Daniel Jones, you're tripping, dog. You need to reel it in and be realistic and help your team out. Help your fucking team out. Lamar Jackson. Is he going to get tagged? Is he going to get franchise tagged? Lamar Jackson, if they don't tag him soon, he can become a free agent. If they tag him, then he is not instantly a free agent. Still doesn't mean he won't be traded. That just means he's not a free agent up for grabs. So they have to tag him at some point. Lamar Jackson is making a very big mistake, a grave one. He needs to get an agent so the agent can go around and manipulate deals with other teams. He cannot do it himself or his mother. No offense. Lamar Jackson has to get an agent, dog. It's time to just say, fuck it. I got to get an agent. Nobody's going to give a fuck. So everybody will talk shit on Twitter for fucking 2 days and it'll be over. You'll get paid and you'll end up somewhere worthy. Now, Lamar Jackson's deserving of the bag, but he's not worth of the bag. He's not worth the bag that you're going to pay him, but he is deserving. No off-the-field issues. Usually available. Won a playoff game. Wins. We know he's a freak athlete. I don't think he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but he has at least been available for the most part. This year, not so much. But for the body of work, MVP, playoff win, been to the playoffs, hasn't got the big playoff win yet that he needs, but he's deserving. Well, much more deserving than Kyler Murray, much more deserving than Deshaun Watson, much more deserving than a lot of these dudes, even Daniel Jones. But he's not worth the money. He's not worth it. So, you know, it is what it is. Wildman Steve just talks out you just talk out your ass, it looks like. You don't know shit about me or anything about it. So you should just shut the fuck up because you obviously know nothing. And you won't debate me because you know you'll get fucking scorched. And you know that you can't never live in my world because you bag my groceries at fucking Walmart. And you're talking to yourself. You realize that, right? You're talking to yourself, homie. Nobody's listening to you. Nobody cares. You're irrelevant. You work at Walmart. You bag my groceries. Hey, Dick Ryder Scott, you're talking to yourself. I'll debate you. Nobody gives a fuck, Scott. You're not even a member. You're a troll. Do you realize you're a troll? Here we go, Scott. Here we go, Scott. Let's go, Scott. Here we go. Here's Scott. Let's get to Scott. Let's get to Scott. Here's Scott. Scott started some, but now he's crying. Now I'm the bad guy. I'm insulting him. Scott just started some, but now he don't want none. It's unbelievable. Scott starts some, but don't want none. Scott, he started it, but don't want it. It's fucking unbelievable to me. This fucking troll's not even a member. He wants to talk shit, but then he don't want to fucking, he can't take it. Like, it blows my fucking mind. I bet Scott pegs all the men in his class. But when the man pegs him, he's running like a motherfucker, boy. He's running like somebody stole something in the pen. That motherfucker don't want to get pegged, but he wants to do the pegging. You fucking soft motherfuckers, boy. Aaron Rodgers, where is his final destination going to be? This will be his final destination, in my opinion. Where is it? Is he going to stay in Green Bay, come out the fucking dark room retreat, have a whole new outlook on life, on ayahuasca and all the other shit? Or is he going to the Raiders? Is he going to go to a new team? It all depends. It just all depends. You know what I mean? Derek Carr met with the Jets yesterday. The Jets hesitant to sign him because of why? Because Aaron Rodgers is out there. Excuse me. Derek Carr to the Jets, man. I hope my boy Jermaine don't have to deal with that. I'm being honest. You're going to get a guy that looks good in 7-on-7. He looks good in shorts and shirts. But when the heat comes coming, the heat gets going, the kitchen gets hot, his ass is going to fold like a cheap tent. His ass is going to fold like Scott in the chat. He's going to fold. That's who he is. And Derek Carr is not no big-time cat. You can't bring him in and pay him no big-time money. Just don't do it. You're going to set yourself up for failure. What do the Bears do? What do the Bears do? And I just want, this is the Scots of the world, okay? The ones that aren't in the, they're not members. They just want to come troll. They think that this is their NFL. This is the NFL they like. Look at these goober fucks. This is who's strolling the sidelines nowadays, along with McDaniel's weirdo fucking ass and Staley. Have you not noticed the fucking differences of the head coach in the NFL now than what it was? You could fucking have these fucking goobers, but Eric Bieniemy is going to struggle getting even an OC job somewhere else. He had to struggle to get the OC job in Washington. Like, but we'll hire these fucking goobers who couldn't get on the fucking board with my motherfucking ass and definitely can't relate to these fucking dudes in the locker room. They'll get jobs all fucking day long. Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Whitlock just dropped a little clip from yesterday. I'm going to retweet it because you say I'm trolling. Anyone that knows me knows that I don't put out shit just to get clicks. What I say is the truth, and y'all Kansas City fans just can't handle it. Let's be real. So now he'll spark up a whole new Kansas City fucking drama. Let's see. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Scott is just a troll. I mean, we already know he's a fucking bitch troll. I mean, hey, Scott, tell me what the difference between quarters and cover 2 is. I'm waiting. Come on, dog. You know football. Tell me the difference between quarters and cover 2. It's a true triangle. Hey, by the way, the Kansas City podcaster that told me quarters is deep. The safety's triangle, all the bullshit that we heard. By the way, I want to clarify so everybody understands. When I ask a very simple question, it is very simple. What is the difference between quarters and cover 2? And when you don't tell me certain things right away, you're wrong. That's why I interrupted him. He was wrong already. That's what you don't get because you don't know fucking football. But Scott just wants to come in and he said, I don't know football, but yet he has yet to announce that he don't know quarters. Cover 2, both safeties have to fill deep halves. Is that, if you're an elementary teacher world out there listening, is that answering the question? Here's the question again, Scott. What is the difference between quarters and cover 2? This motherfucker told me that the cover 2, I didn't say shit about it. Young Tone KC, again, don't know football. This motherfucker started off saying the outside corners stay low. That's not the difference between quarters and cover 2, you fucking idiots. Now don't talk football with me, homie. You don't know it. You sound fucking ignorant. And the guy on the show, I was embarrassed for him. But he had to be the sacrificial lamb, dog. He had to be the one. You motherfuckers all want to talk. Don't start none, won't be none, homie. You know you can't fuck with me in this thing. This is a professional talking to a bunch of fucking idiots. You're a bunch of fucking idiots. You don't know fucking nothing. And you definitely can't step into my world and talk football. So go troll someone that you think you can talk to that don't think you're full of shit. I know you're full of shit. You need attention. You're thirsty. Well, Thirsty Thursdays are 2 days away. This is Talk That Talk. And you definitely can't talk that talk. I am going to explain quarters. When Matt McChesney joins me, I'm going to get on the board and I'm going to show the world what the fucking difference is between quarters and cover 2, which is the question I asked. Did I say, hey, explain to me cover 2? No. Did I say, hey, explain to me quarters? No. I said, tell me the difference between cover 2 and quarters. But you haven't still, not one person on Twitter, no one has answered the question correctly. But you all think you know football. See, Ashton Scott said, quarters is each DB covers a quarter of the field and cover 2, the corners have flat. No, it's not right. That's not right. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys don't know it. And Ashton's at least having a civil conversation and asking if it's right. He's asking if it's right. He's not telling me that this is what it is like a lot of you fucking ignorant fucks. It blows my mind how embarrassing the world. You guys have become, I am so embarrassed by the world. I'm just being honest. See, back in my day, and I hate to be that guy, I'm on the front lawn yelling, but this is real shit. There was a time when, and you want to say, oh, JB, you're not humble at all. Well, actually, my truth telling makes me sound egotistical because you can't handle the truth. So you're going to point fingers and call me egotistical, call me asshole, call me this, call me that. But really, when I tell you the truth and speak the truth, you just get mad and butthurt and you can't handle the truth. So you go to name calling. I never called you a name until you called me one. Remember that tit for tat shit? Well, that's what we live in because it's social media. But having said that, though, I get secondhand embarrassment from people that actually come on Twitter. On the video that I posted yesterday with the kid from Kansas City, that I asked him what the difference was between quarters and cover two. And when he couldn't tell me, and then he started bambling on. By the way, he blocked me on Twitter. I said I'd go on your show. That's how soft we are, dog. You fanboys are so fucking soft. I let you on the show. You were very civil and nice. Nice kid. Your butt hurt because I showed the video and blocked me? Not my fault that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But I had to show your fan base, this is who you are. This is what I have to deal with every day. You don't know shit. But you continue to act like you do. You guys all in the chat are still trying to grasp the concept of quarters and cover two. Like corner zone underneath. Homie, stop. Just stop talking. You guys don't know what it is. Like you have no idea what quarters is. And you definitely can't explain it. So how are you going to segregate the two? How are you going to separate the difference between quarters and cover two? And if you don't know, it blows my mind how all of you seem to act like you do on Twitter. That is why I got secondhand embarrassment. Quarters is when everyone goes deep and we got this fucking umbrella over the top and it's 5 DBs and it's... Shut up. I'm fucking embarrassed that you're even saying that you act like you know what the fuck it is. I am truly embarrassed for the hundreds of comments that were in my Twitter that literally tried to explain quarters and cover two, and not one of you were right. It's a fucking embarrassment. No wonder our kids are being coached fucked up. No wonder the profession is in dire straits because we're so fucking shitty as a coach. We refuse to clinic. We refuse to learn. We just want to fucking talk. That's why y'all could never coach with me, because you fucking don't know and refuse to listen and refuse to learn. It fucking is unbelievable to me. Holy shit. Mike Evans, quarter is when the defense has 5 cornerbacks in and 2 safeties. Holy fuck, homie. Mike Evans, I am literally got goosebumps on my fucking arms for how embarrassed I am for you. You literally just made a statement that you literally know quarters coverage, and it could not be more wrong. You could not be more wrong. Oh my God, homie. These motherfuckers are really talking to themselves. They're really talking to themselves about what it really is. Oh my God. This guy Scott is such a fucking dick rider. If anyone saw me break down the film of the XFL the other day, can someone explain to Scott what the play call was from the mouth of the offensive coordinator in the XFL game? Did I not say F. Will was being called by the offensive coordinator? That's what he called. So F. Will is usually something out the backfield, up the sideline, but they did not run it. They ran a bubble with number 2. They ran a corner with 3. And I strictly said, he called F. Will, so that's what the play is. He must call it that. No shit, they didn't run a will, you fucking moron. Did I say they would? I said what the fucking offensive coordinator called. You fucking dick riders. You don't listen. You just want to talk. I'm so over you dick riders that just want to talk. Like, it blows my mind. Because you just look for trigger words because you're thirsty fucks. And you need attention. Scott, bye, bitch boy. I just can't stand these fucking dick riders. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh my God. See, the Big D said, I've been following since 86, and I just can't wait till you break down what quarters is. That's how you do it. Here's Dirty Harry. Quarters is a triangle coverage. Oh, man. Blake Rexman, shut up, dog. You sound thirsty, homie. You're not even a member. Now you want to debate LeBron James. Shut up. You guys are fucking idiots. Anthony Edwards. If you don't know, I like the kid. I actually kind of do like him. LeBron picked him first. He'd come out and said, all these guys sitting, resting, just play, man. These people might not have enough money to come to one game, and that might be the game they come to, and you're sitting out. I love to see a young guy call out Kawhi Leonard and all these bitch-made cats. I actually like to see it. And, you know, appreciate everybody. If you're not a member, become one. Please do. Tyler Durden, stop. Blake, become a member if you like me so much. Ismail Haji, I like your in-length depth conversation about definition of quarters coverage. The overall cover 4 for quarters coverage is a 4 deep, 3 under zone defense. That's not true. It's not right at all. But I like how you think you're smart and sound smart. Actually, I like your conversation. I appreciate you, but you're not right, brother. Sorry. But we're going to break it down. I just don't get why if I'm the teacher with the answers to the question and you guys are just guessing to each other. Like you guys are on an island by yourselves and you're literally telling all yourselves how to make the boat and you don't know how to make the boat. And you're all like, no, trust me. You put this fucking piece of wood right here. We won't drown. But none of you know how to get off the island. You're going around circle jerking each other. Obvious. It's clear and obvious. No one knows. And it blows my mind that we really are sitting here today, and a lot of coaches, by the way, have yet to answer the question correctly. And when I go clinic coaching staffs, I talk about this all the time, and nobody can define quarters coverage. And it's really fucking sad. But it is what it is, man. Blows my mind. I don't know. Let me see here. Let me see. Hold on. What does me having a job coaching at the highest level have to do with any of this? What does this have to do with anything? Holy fuck, homie. Some of you dick riders are so butthurt by my words that you turn it into offensive. It's not offensive to me, but you're trying to be. Like, you realize I don't really give a fuck what you say, right? I mean, it blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. Mike Evans, closest correct answer yet. Closest answer yet. That is close to being correct. You are the closest, my friend. You the first answer you said was horrible, though. So you must have went and all my players, Carlos Thompson, everybody shot me out on text. It is the ability. So that is what it is. So we're going to break that down. I'm going to have Spag come on the show, by the way. I'm going to have Spagnola come on the show, by the way. So just can't wait for that. All right, hold up. You guys are just unbelievable. KC King, now he's hurt because I cuss. Well, you've never been in a barbershop, bitch boy. You motherfuckers ain't never been in a barbershop. No side piece. You can't have a side piece, dog, if you don't have a main piece. You do realize that, right? So I'm confused. Steve Kim's going to join me in about 5 minutes. And let's see, hold up. How did I get clowned on? What does capping mean, KC King? I don't even know what that means. You already know this. And I don't know how I got clowned on Fearless. Please, crowd, let me know if I got clowned on Fearless, because I would love to see it. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I don't know if you realize that I think I dropped the mic on the motherfucker and he shut the show off. I don't know if you realize that, but obviously you are used to mediocrity in your life because you don't have no pussy. You can't get pussy. You never had pussy since pussy had you. You got small dick syndrome. You follow a bunch of motherfuckers because you've never led anybody. You're big pussy troll who comes in here because he's mad, obviously, that I clowned your whole fan base and your fanboys. And you're a fanboy, obviously, because you didn't call in yesterday when you had the opportunity to show your face, but you're scared pussy. So now you're in here today trolling, and you've made 5 accounts. You've probably DM'd me 6 times. You probably jack off to my Netflix show. And now you're here today, another day later, and now you want to talk about Fearless. Dog, when are you going to stop? You can't fuck with me, homie. No one can. Stop fucking with me. Like, you can't hang with me. Like, you can't fuck with me. Stop it. Just stop it. Be mad that you're not me and go cry to your mama and suck on her titties and do those things, because it is what it is, homie. You can't fuck with me in this game. You can't. Oh, he's still trying to talk. This guy, KC King, still trying to talk. What are you a king of? These balls in your jaws? Because you ain't a king of shit. I run KC, motherfucker. Don't forget it. I am your daddy, motherfucker. I run KC. I come to KC when I want and leave when I want, bitch boy. And I'll be there next week, and I'm going to do a podcast in the middle of fucking downtown. And I bet you don't show up. And I do what I say I do, motherfucker. So when I show up to that motherfucker, come holler at me. But you won't, because you're a bitch. You need to be behind a computer. I actually go out and walk the streets, homie. You don't. You're a pussy. I am your daddy, homie. Call me king, motherfucker. Because you will be on your knees begging for an autograph when I come to fucking do a show right in the middle of your fucking downtown. You fucking pussy. That is just a fact. Let this sink in right here. This is the world we live in. And Casey King, this is who he likes.
Marie Willa here, transgender woman extraordinaire. I'm kind of excited. Because as of today, as long as all the funds are there and nothing happens to stop it, and my insurance company approves it, in 180 days, I will perform the most aggressive tuck I've ever done in my life. In other words, my Sheenus, my outie, it will get to become my innie. I get to have my bottom surgery. Yeah. Yeah.
Homie, that ain't even funny no more. It's not even funny no more. It's not even funny no more. I'm gonna be honest. That shit is crazy. Casey King, did you have your surgery and remove your outie and make it your innie? Holy fuck, homie. The Kansas City Chiefs troll base, that's what you are now. You're a troll base. By the way, I've talked to about 100 legitimate Kansas City Chiefs fans overnight, and they not only all agree with me, and if they do, Coach, I agree. And plus, it's your fucking opinion, just like I have my fucking opinion. So everyone that's butthurt is all fair weather fans. We have the worst fair weather fan base in America. These are from fans that have been around since Len Dawson and the Kansas City Chiefs, real fans. So the truth is, we know the truth. The truth is, you have a bunch of fanboys who just became Chiefs wearing Chiefs gear. Let's make sure we're clear. You're wearing Chiefs gear. You're not fans. You are fanboys who are trolls, and now you come up in here. So it is what it is. Man, I haven't seen Biden talk about males being able to play in female sports. That would be unbelievable. But I want to show you this, though. I'm tripping on a few things. And one of them is I don't understand why. I don't understand why Biden, for the love of me, is in Ukraine, 5,000 miles, 12-hour flight away, when he's 200 miles, 30-minute flight away from Palestine, Ohio. Why did he choose to go to Ukraine? Now, listen, I don't get into politics, dog. I'm not that guy. I'm not that politician. But my point is, I'm just curious why. You can do what you want to do. If you want to go to Ukraine or whatever, because I don't know in totality the shit. I know it seems like we're paying for Ukraine. I'm like, fuck Ukraine. But why are we paying for that and going over there, talking to them? And then the sirens sound off and his bitch ass ran and hid somewhere. But this is my thing. Why are you over there and not in Ohio? And then Ohio has another outbreak fire yesterday in another area of Ohio. Dog. And then they found a explosive dynamite type of shit in Pennsylvania on some more train tracks. It's starting to seem like we're setting some shit up now. Like, come on, dog. What's going on? It seems like we're setting some shit up. And I'm just like, come on, dog. What are we doing? Like, I'm confused here. But holy fuck, man. It's unbelievable. We got so many dick riding trolls in here. It blows my mind. There's actually 1,500 trail derailments a year. 1,500. So, again, all these things are adding up and being shown on social media at an all-time high, and that's why everybody thinks that we are doing some crazy shit. You just didn't cover it before. Now you got these individual Twitter guys covering it. Kansas City Chief fans, you'll be excited to see that Orlando Brown Jr. Is going to be franchise tagged. According to The Athletic, Brown turned down a 6-year, $139 million deal with a $30 million signing bonus last season. Becoming one of the best left tackles in football, Orlando Brown, big-time get for the Chiefs, by the way. That is a big deal right there. You guys getting to keep him, but Orlando's going to – it's going to get tricky for you guys soon. You guys better understand. It's going to get real tricky for you guys real soon. Here's something, though, that I want to bring up before Matt and Steve join me. Here's Steve. Steve, what up?
Morning.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just what's next? Kansas City barbecue is overrated? That's the next step you're going with.
I might have to go there. Now, see, I got good friends in Kansas City. I love their barbecue. I got good friends there all the time. You know what seems crazy? I've talked to, like, so many different people that I got friends out there, and I talked to so many real fan bases. I'm talking to real fans. Go back to the Lynn Dawson days that understand who Lynn Dawson was. These new guys have no fucking clue. Who's Lynn Dawson? Did he even play for the Chiefs? Like, that's what we're dealing with. But, Steve, this is the crazy part. Like, all of them agree with me. And if they don't agree with my Mahomes take, they agree that it's an opinion. And guess what, Steve? We didn't try to kill each other over it. Yeah. We didn't say, fuck you, I'll never talk to you again. Like, it was a great debate. And they're like, dude, our troll fan base, who's a bunch of fanboys, we have literally the worst fan base because we have the most fair weather fans in the whole fucking country. And these are OG fans for 40 years plus. So it is what it is. We know what they are. Steve, I gave an open invitation yesterday on the show to come on in, and not one of them could show. Yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is. Fuck.
I was discussing. You know what's funny about the whole Mahomes debate? Because obviously, I think he's the most valuable player almost every year, just the way the game is played. But you look at like 2 of the touchdowns that he threw in that Super Bowl. That stuff out into the flat where they motion guys kind of open and they JB, 30 quarterbacks could have made that throw into the flat. There was nothing special.
Like, that was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Right, and that's like he made some of the biggest plays he made were with his legs, right?
Right.
But his 2 touchdowns were throws into the flat that were schemed up.
Right.
Well, that's why I've always said you have to look. I think it was Benjamin Franklin. Different people have been quoted with this. There's lies, damn lies, and statistics. So when you see the touchdowns that he threw, you're like, oh, a couple touchdowns. Coach, there were flips into the flat.
I know. I mean, look, like I said yesterday, I think he's an unbelievable talent. Hey, Steve, Matt had some weather issues. He's here now. I'm gonna bring all of us in.
Go ahead.
Matt, what up?
Matt.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Matt.
Oh, there we go. Everybody, Matt's welcomed in. I appreciate everybody joining me. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Matt, first of all, though, I asked this kid yesterday on the show, please define the difference between quarters and cover 2. Everybody on Twitter has given me secondhand embarrassment. A lot of coaches even cannot do it, haven't yet been right. I just wanted to take a minute to break it down for us. I wanted to get on the board with Matt. I want Matt to kind of take over for me and talk it through while I'm on the board real quick. So I just wanted to explain what the difference is between cover 2 and quarters. So Matt can explain it. Matt will explain it in totality. I haven't even asked Matt this question. So Matt knows fucking quarters and cover 2. I'm just going to draw it up. So everybody can end the debate on what the fuck it is, because no one's been right yet on Twitter, all you guru Kansas City fans. So, Matt, I'm going to go to the board, and Matt's going to talk me through it. And so we're going to break it down.
What's the debate? It's pretty self-explanatory. Cover 2 is usually a man concept underneath, depending on what we have on the field, base or nickel. And then quarters is just the four quarters of the field and a basic zone coverage. So where everything's passed off, and usually the linebackers are the guys that are manning, either bracketing a tight end or manning a back out of the backfield out of this 11 2x2 look that Coach JB's putting up. So are you writing up a nickel defense?
I'm gonna tell the safeties and discuss quarters first, so I can give them the true definition of quarters, so they understand that, and then we'll go. So I'm just gonna say,
do you have a nickel defense on the field or a will walk?
No, we'll walk. So we're just normal. So I'm gonna talk about quarters real quick, man. Yeah. Just explain to the fan base what I'm discussing here. When we say quarters, the first thing that should come out of your mouth, if I ask you what the difference is between quarters and cover two, you should tell me the quarter safeties are a box player. They're at 8 yards usually, and they are fitting the run box. And the corners are bailing out. So they have the deep fourth quarters. We got hook curl, hook curl, hook curl. These guys are run fitters first. In cover two, they're usually at 12 yards or they're outside the hash, and they have that.
Yep.
So the difference is the safety depth and what their responsibilities are for.
Yeah, right. Where their eyes are.
Out, four umbrella, triangle, all this bullshit. It's real simple. Matt, explain to these guys, Matt. The first things out your mouth as coaches, we understand, and we know if you're right or wrong, and we're going to start talking over you because the first thing when I said, what is the difference between quarters and cover two, you should have said safety alignment. Is that wrong or right?
Whether with the walk on the will too, when you've got base linebacker play on the field, when that will walks out there on one of the two slot receivers on 2x2, knowing that at 2x2 looks, you're getting symmetrical route combination majority of the time. So when that will walks out there and you're 3x2, that sets your protection as well as the most dangerous second level defender, which opens up as the two outside, rover or will linebacker, Sam linebacker defenders set, curl to flat, the two safeties, the pocket opens for them on the outside of the middle linebacker to go in and run support. And that's why you see so many of the times when they run seam routes here with the two inside receivers, those, against base looks, it's a matchup nightmare for that linebacker because he has to turn and fucking run with the receiver.
And it turns into quarters, turns into cover zero match, right, Matt?
100%. The minute you see everybody at the second level within 5 yards of each other from corner to corner, it's called a fence. And when you get fence looks, everything is reversed, and you've got the safeties rolling down to do what's called robbering of mesh points. So whenever you have a safety that steps down to like where routes are going to intersect, or where you see here on the route that the Coach JB drew, the inside left and then the push down the seam. So there's the intersection point. That's a mesh point. So at that point, the receiver can break in, out, do a hook, come back to the ball, or run a seam. So at that point, when you've got a linebacker running with a receiver, it's a huge fucking mismatch. And that's where you would see, like in a base look, a coach will call cover 4 and they'll come out in this and they might hit him once. And then the next time the linebacker, a good experienced middle linebacker or a good experienced safety, will change it immediately to cover 2 and confuse the quarterback. The quarterback thinks it's cover 4 the second time they see it. And then the safeties come down and tighten at the snap of the ball. They roll and hit, cover 2. And then the corners snuff up and play the flat to the sideline. So
yeah, you just said a great thing to my segue though. While Steve's learning football here, I just put this on the board. I put this on the board, not knowing what Matt was saying, because the weakness of quarters coverage is the third receiver to the flat.
Yes.
Third receiver. Could have been a 3x1, this guy. It could have been the back from the backfield, that guy. Could have been a tight end, that guy.
Whatever your release guy is.
Box fitter, he's out. This guy's a hook curl. They rally to the flat in quarters. In cover 2, Matt just said they'll disguise it, and now guess what? You think you get corners, he rolls up, blows the flat route, and you get that. So that is the difference between quarters and cover 2. Nobody could explain it. I just had Matt. I wanted Matt to help me out real quick, break that down. And unfortunately, that is why high school, youth, and even college football is fucked. because none of you know what the fuck you're doing.
There's definitely a knowledge problem. I will definitely agree with that. I think that I don't know how many coaches hand the whiteboard marker to, you know, the guys they're interviewing. I think that a lot of it is you worked with this guy at this job and he vouched for you, or you're my boy from here and I want to bring you in because we're comfortable and you're a yes man, or, you know, a lot of these coaches follow around. Like, look at Sean Payton in Denver. Like, everybody that was in New Orleans with him is coming to Denver. And that's the way this works. I mean, I understand it. I'm just saying you're not always going to get the best coach if you don't evaluate the coaches on their knowledge and ability to articulate scheme and coach and teach and shit. And, you know, I think it's one of the reasons why so many of these, I mean, look, bro, I'm about to start our combine group here in about 40 minutes.
Matt, you just said the thing. Look at this. That's who we got coaching.
Yeah, friends. It's all friends. Friends.
Steve, look at this fucking goober. I'd rather see you in there.
Well, look, I'm not going to judge anybody on how they looked. I'm just going to judge everybody on how they operate. But, like, I got Jamar Montgomery coming down here right now, who's one of your guys from Independence. And I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm saying, like, it's not a player's fault if they don't know everything. It's the staff that they are. Like, he's been at CU for 3 years. And, you know, it's not just him. I've got the Remington Award winner from Colorado School of Mines, Maddie Amandreas, in here too. I mean, Colorado School of Mines, there's some deep thinkers at that fucking place. And
yeah, you can't get in that motherfucker with no dumbass.
It's like an Ivy League school. And he's a hell of a player. But when I'm up there in the film room over here at 6-0 talking to him, it's like I'm speaking Chinese to him half the time. And that's okay. They can learn it if they study, but it's got to be. I don't understand in college, especially, why the coaches are still. A lot of them still go with the, oh well, we just want the guys to, you know, learn their position, and we don't want to overload them.
And play fast.
That just tells me that the coaches don't know how to teach them anything, and they're not doing shit in meetings, and that is not the way that you develop people mentally.
It's bad, Matt. Steve, we were talking about it the other day. It's bad because we want to go fast. We want to card plays. We want to, hey, Matt McChesney face. That means it's fucking Lion personnel. Let's go in. I mean, we're not verbalizing anything no more, Matt. We're not even fucking testing kids no more. I'm talking to these guys. Like, Jamar will tell you everything he's learned is probably from fucking Indy. He ain't learned shit at Colorado. Unfortunately, maybe he is.
Oh. He was there for 3 years and had like 6 different coaches or some shit. So that's my point is, like, look, I'm not saying I knew all of this when I was in college. I didn't learn. I was playing checkers until the end of my second year in the NFL. Until I got moved to offense. And Bill Callahan was my offensive line coach. And he handed me the cheat sheet that I use for all my players here at 6-0. 5 pieces of paper that simplified offensive football for me, where everything is packaged together because everything is so similar. So you're looking for right off the bat, offensive personnel. Second thing I'm looking for, where's the 3 technique? Yeah. Third thing I'm looking for, a defensive personnel. How many linebackers are on the field? Next thing I'm looking for, okay, the protection. And then after that, everything else can be set up, because if the quarterback understands the protection, he understands where they're coming from. He understands how to throw hot routes and adjustments and how to double move defenses. And the good quarterbacks, the Tom Brady's, Peyton Manning's, the guys that can walk to the line of scrimmage and dictate. I've seen Mahomes do this more as he's matured. Herbert's starting to do it more. Fuck, even Jalen Hurts was doing it in the Super Bowl, even with his, RPO run first offense. The ability to walk up and simply identify a couple of things and go, okay, this is what they're about to do. I know they're about to do it, and we're going to execute. And I always say, I want you to blitz. Like there's offensive coaches out there that are like paralyzed when they get blitzed. Oh my God, what are we going to do? And I'm sitting there like, fuck that. I want you to blitz me. Please blitz us.
And I'm showing my quarterbacks how to beat it. all day long.
Blitz the fuck out of us because I'm number one, we're not gonna have the play call in late, so we're gonna have plenty of time on the play clock to dissect you. You're gonna show us what you're gonna do. I'm gonna walk up, I re-identify the mic, tell everybody where we're going, show our hot route, snap the fucking ball, and chop you up. So then the defense is scared to blitz us in the second half, and we can just start dictating to them. So I think that's the way to play offensive football these days, and it's hard to do that if you can't coach both sides. And the ability, like the biggest thing that's helped me as a coach is agreeing to move to offense when they asked me if I wanted a job or if I wanted to play defense. And I was like, I guess I'll take a job. And they're like, you're playing guard now. And I was like, fuck, okay, I'm a guard. And I had to learn everything on the fly at 6 a.m. with my offensive line coach in the NFL already. And your back's against the wall, you have to do your job on top of the fact that I wanted to play and learn. It was a perfect combination of, the proper motivation to learn all of this. And it gives me the ability to now teach it at a really high level, which I love.
Hey, Steve, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, man, I have a question. Is it important for a lineman to actually know what's going on at the second and third level?
Oh, fucking A, it is.
It is, okay.
It is.
See, we want tackles. A lot of the things you see Matt teach tackles nowadays. Me and Matt both have the same ideology and somewhat. The game's evolved. Back in our day, we were wanting 3-point stance because we wanted to get hip to hip. We wanted to get our fucking linebacker. We wanted to get D-line to linebacker depth, and we wanted to get low and nasty. Nowadays, you got a lot of 2-point stances, which you saw with even on defensive ends. Defensive ends are now in 2-point stances. And we know what they're doing. They're straight up 9 techniques, rushing the edge, and offensive tackles now are in 2-point stances. And it kind of evolved. Matt can kind of tell you, like, we got into 2-point stances a while ago when we started running tempo offenses and shit like that. So the tackles can identify safety rotations and different things. So now our tackles are like pointing at the safety who's now at 6 yards instead of at 10 yards. And now we're like, okay, rain. Now we're going to full slide this bitch because we know there's some rotation happening. So, Matt, I don't know if Matt can answer, if that's the answer Matt would give, but I think that's kind of what we started doing.
If the offensive line doesn't understand what's happening at the second and third level, then, we might as well just run block the whole game. Because if they can't walk off the field and sit down and articulate what they're looking at, so the second time it happens, the quarterback sees it too because he's looking at something else or whatever, then we don't really have 10 guys on the field trying to play offense. We've got a quarterback leading 10 dummies, and they have to be told what to do all the time. And I'd rather just everybody know. I want unspoken communication on the field. Like, I want it so drilled. I want us to understand what we're looking at. So the receiver, when he knows when he gets a 3x2 stack and they've got an over front or an under front away and they've got an open B gap, they know that they're about to pirate and bring the corner and pinch, and drop backside. The offensive line knows, the receiver knows, he knows to break off his hot route or to double move it if they go cover one and walk down the guy and roll high with the safety. So everybody knows this without the quarterback having to go out there and articulate everybody and tell everyone what they're doing. He can just look out at him and be like, and everyone's like, oh shit, we're about to eat. So that's
the perfect segue, Steve, too, talking about tackles. Orlando Brown here, franchise tagged him at $19.9 million on a I don't know, Steve, you're probably a lot better at analytics than I am, not just because you're Asian descent either. No stereotype here. But Matt, I don't know, Steve, what this does for the Chiefs because he turned down $140 million last year. Yeah. He's starting to become one of the best tackles in football, if not one. He's left tackle, so obviously I know Matt loves Trent, big Trent out in Frisco. Orlando Brown Jr. is becoming one. They tagged him. Steve, my question to you is, the Kansas City Chief fan base, fanboys or whatever, love me to death today. After the Whitlock last night, especially, let me ask you, this $550 million contract that Mahomes has. People don't understand that contract's starting to kick in next year.
No, it is.
It's going to get interesting as far as who they can bring in.
Yeah, and Coach, Orlando Brown right now is not a luxury. I think it's a necessity. If you go back to the Super Bowl 2 years ago against Tampa Bay, they had a decimated line. They became completely one-dimensional. and Mahomes had to play Superman ball, and you saw what it looked like. It just looked like scramble ball. They didn't have a shot. They got blown out of there. And, you know, I was listening to you earlier, Coach. I'm stunned that Daniel Jones thinks he's worth $45 million. If he's worth $45 million, if I'm the Giants, and he's going to stick on that number, given what we know about the salary cap and the impact of second contracts and quarterbacks blow up. And look, I'm with you on Daniel Jones. I think he's developing. He needs to be under Dable, and let's build. But at $45 million, Coach, if he's not giving me $45 million worth of production at that position, I cut bait.
Let's talk football then with you guys, since I got you both here together. I appreciate you guys. I know we fucked up our schedule. I take the blame. Daniel Jones, I started the show off saying, you're fucking tripping. I've been a huge advocate of Daniel Jones. I said he's going to have some great success under new foundation and fundamentally sound teachings with Brian Dable. We can see Josh Allen argue that he's kind of digressed without Brian Dable, and Daniel Jones has progressed. And so we think the common denominator is Brian Dable. Well, you have two issues in the Giants, who won a game in the playoffs, playoff team. I called it before the season, one of my little bit of successful predictions. But you can't sign both of these guys because Barkley's saying I'm not playing for under 12.5, and Daniel Jones wants $45 million and he threw 15 touchdowns. I'm a huge advocate, Steve, but I can't be a hypocrite either. I'm not going to be a fake fuck. There's no way Daniel Jones deserves more money than Lamar. He doesn't deserve more money than any of these guys who have been more deserving over longer periods of time. Obviously, you know.
Coach, I want to tell you this right now, guys. Saquon Barkley, I love Saquon, but he's an injured running back with a bum knee, and $12.5 million in a running back market that is very depressed, where you don't often get your second quarter. You're better off drafting Bijan Robinson for Texas for the rookie contract. So that almost looks like a fait accompli. It's not going to happen. Someone's going to have to tell Daniel Jones, gamble on yourself. And here's what, I'm putting this in parentheses. Only take $30 million. Let's go a shorter contract, and let's see if you're a $50 million contract player down the line. But if those two guys are going to be that rigid with their demands, I almost think the Giants have to fish and cut bait and start over offensively.
I agree. If he demands $45 million, like
it's over.
That's so much. So that's ridiculous. So he's just not that player. So there's no way I would leverage my franchise on Daniel Jones with that much money. I would pay him 25 to 30. I'm not paying him fucking 45. No way. So, and I'm not paying Saquon 13. Yeah, I'm not. So I like the draft Robinson and let Saquon walk. See what you can get on the open market, bro. Thank you for your time. Orlando Brown Jr. in Kansas City needs to be re-signed. It's hard to find left tackles. Although I think he's average.
Really?
I don't think he's a top 5 left tackle. I think he's really long and benefits from playing with 15 and Kelsey and those guys, and he should. But I don't think he's an elite left tackle. I think he's replaceable if they wanted to replace him. Just like Baltimore said he was replaceable, and he was. Baltimore replaced him easily. I know Staley's a good player. He's been hurt, but even he's replaceable. So, look, this is the thing about the NFL. With the exception of maybe 2 guys right now, 3, everyone's replaceable, bro. Like, there's only the fans think that their players are the guys that, like, Kansas City fans probably thought Tyreek Hill was going to be there forever and be in the Ring of Fame and go to the Hall of Fame and always be a Chief. Well, he was replaced. And in Miami in a couple of years, when his cap number is too high, they'll replace him there. This is the way the NFL works. It means not for long, not National Football League. So you can't get too, locked in on players unless they are truly Mount Rushmore types for your franchise. And Kansas City has 2 Mount Rushmore types on their team, and those guys are Kelsey and Mahomes. And as long as they have those 2, they're always going to be in the mix and in the tournament.
Coach, keep this in mind about the Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco, who played a key role, that's an intense little runner. I love the way he was a 7th-round draft choice. So if Saquon is stuck on this 12.5, And look, I think running backs are actually undervalued. Good ones still matter. But Isaiah Pacheco was a guy at Rutgers. I don't even think it averaged 4 yards a carry because he didn't get a lot of help up front. So I'm just saying you can find running backs in a lot of different places.
Hey, I'm gonna play a game with you guys real quick. Today I've been doing this with Steve. Matt and I did it last week. I think we all like this segment. I gotta get to my top 10 tight ends.
Okay, but hold on, Coach. Before you do that, your safety list. And Matt, you are a football savant. Obviously, you recognize the greatness of Sean Taylor, which was cut short. But anyway, go ahead, Coach. Go ahead. Keep going.
Did you go through my safety list?
Yes, I was listening.
All right. Matt and I weren't too far off on safety.
But Sean Taylor was an absolute prototype.
I was more modern on the safeties. He had a bunch of old school guys, and it's not that they shouldn't be on the list. I didn't even put Jack Tatum on mine, and I feel bad about that. That was not smart.
But sometimes when you do it, like Matt and I know football, so we just do it. We don't fucking Google top 20 safeties and put them in.
Start writing, like when I do my tight end list, I'll have it on tomorrow. I'm not going to Google shit. I don't look for other people's fucking lists.
Right. I'm saying, like, no, motherfucker.
Like, see the top 10 lists and all this shit that we're doing. I'm not looking at stats and numbers and all that shit ever. I'm going based off my opinion and who I like.
Experience.
My top 10. That's why, like, Elway's third on my quarterback list. And people are like, you're crazy, John Elway. And I'm like, well, apparently I grew up here. He's my favorite player of all time. Like, he is God walking, wearing number 7. So the same way Kansas City feels about Mahomes, that's the way Denver feels about Elway. That's the way that, you know, the Packers feel about Favre and kind of about Aaron Rodgers.
Matt, I'm going to be really interested to see where you put Rob Gronkowski, because I growing up as a kid of the 80s, number one, I agree with you. I thought he, at his peak, which was not long because of injuries, I thought he was the toughest inline matchup I've ever seen.
He's the best blocking and receiving tight end.
Thank you, Matt. You are a football savant. You are a football genius.
He is. It's not even.
Wow, Matt. Matt, you are a brain. Wow. I am honored to share the stage with you.
And then Sharp and Gonzalez and Kelsey and all those cats.
Gronk was a beast.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into my top 10. I'm going to start at number 10. I'm going to start at number 10. Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen's number 10. I thought he was unbelievable. Not only that I know him and his brother played for me, but Greg, if you watch his history and you look at his stats, he's top 5 and top 10 in most all categories. I think he could have even played a couple years longer. He looked old at the end in Seattle and a few other places, but Greg Olsen, I believe, is pretty underrated, to be honest. I don't know what your guys' take is.
Hell of a football player, and interested to hear what the other 9 are so I can actually determine if he should be on your list.
Yeah, I won't waste too much time. Steve, what do you think?
Look, I'm biased towards Greg, but I wonder what the hell was Mike Martz thinking? Mike Martz had no room for him in his offense.
He had him first. He
did in Chicago. If he had another year or two, he makes a real run for the Hall of Fame, but he's certainly in the top 15, in my view.
All right, number 9, I got one of the greats. He actually brought me into camp, and I got to he mentored one of my old coaches, who's now with the Ravens, Ozzie Newsome, number 9.
That seems low.
I know.
That seems low, Coach.
9th?
Yeah, it seems low. Let's see the other 8.
I don't know. I love Ozzie Newsome. Don't. Trust me. I'm trying to fit guys in.
Do you have Kellen Winslow Sr. on your list?
I don't have him as a tight end, though.
What? He was the prototype for 20 years, Coach.
Well, those two created the tight end that we watched today.
Right.
But remember, Winslow's the son or the dad?
The dad,
father.
Not the fucking rapist son, the dad.
Yes, of course. What do you mean?
Oh, okay. All right.
Where is he on your list?
Yeah. All right. So 9, Ozzie Newsome.
All right.
8, Antonio Gates.
Okay.
Okay. He's not better than Ozzie Newsome, but okay.
Agreed.
7, Kellen Winslow.
That seems low.
not better than Ozzie Newsome.
He should be in the Mount Rushmore, coach. Honestly,
he's good.
All right, hear my list and then go from there. I got Antonio Gates. I got 6, Mike Ditka.
Okay.
Cool.
I got 5, Dave Casper.
Wow, the ghost.
The ghost. Okay.
4, Shannon Sharp.
Agreed.
He's 3 in my book.
Yeah, he's not Rushmore.
3, John Mackey.
Yes. First modern day tight end, physical beast.
2, Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
You don't even have Kelsey on your list, dog.
And 1, Gronk. I'm not putting anyone that's playing right now on my list yet.
Oh, okay, well but
now listen, that's my criteria. If Kelsey were to retire tomorrow, then I'd put him in there. I would.
Okay.
Why just put him in there, dog? He's come on. He's a top 5 tight end of all time. What he's doing is insane. Bro, playoff numbers are the only guy better is Jerry Rice.
I'm not going to anoint him because, knock on wood, God forbids it.
There's no anointing. Look at the playoff numbers alone.
Yeah, but if his injury, let's just say he ends his career early with some mishap, I don't know how high I'd put him.
First ballot Hall of Fame, walks into the fucking Hall of Fame. Probably going to go down as the best receiving tight end of all time. You fucking hate Kansas City, dog.
Hey, Matt, Kansas City hates them back.
He's doing it on fucking purpose. He's doing it just to rile him up. I know he's just
what do you mean?
Tomorrow it's going to be Chris Jones can't fucking play.
Hold on. Out of those 10 guys, name me who Kelsey can block better than. Nobody. He's horrible on the line of scrimmage, bro.
Pretty good point.
He's fucking horrible on the line of scrimmage, and you know it, Matt.
I also don't need him to do that. Just like Shannon Sharp's on your list, he's never blocked a soul in his fucking life. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he was physical. He was a little more physical than Kelsey.
He was a tight end for a 2,000-yard rusher, Matt. He had to block somebody.
He's just hating. He's just hating.
Hey, coach.
I'm not playing this game. This is like what my ex-wife does. She with me until I react. I'm not taking the fucking bait, dog. I've been to way too much motherfucking therapy to take this bait on this dumbass.
Hey, I put Kelsey as like Kelsey to me is like a move tight end. Like this motherfucker play wide receiver to me.
Well, fine, but then pay him like a wide receiver. Yeah. He could play wide receiver better than 90% of the wide receivers too. For him not to be on your list. Let
me ask you this. Where does Witten, Novacek, and guys like that on your list? Are they
not on my top 10?
Top 20-ish. I tell you a guy that was good in his prime. Big guy.
Is a Hall of Famer, but no Yak Witten is not on my list.
I tell you a guy that's underrated. It didn't have a long prime, but at his best was really Ben Coates.
Ben Winter Coates, bro.
What a beast he was. When he could run, he was a beast.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, though. The best tight end of all time might have been the murderer.
Aaron Hernandez, that was a wide receiver, though.
Dude, when him and Gronk together.
Okay, but if you're saying Kelsey's a move tight end, so is Aaron Hernandez.
You want Aaron Hernandez as the best tight end ever, but not Kelsey on your list?
Yeah, come on.
If he would have played, at the same time,
are you sure you're not hitting a weed pin this morning? Crazy. This is nuts. I don't even know. Everyone watching. Coach JB's fucking nuts.
Hey, I'd rather have a killer on my team than a fucking pussy.
Well, yeah, literally.
He's a pussy.
Here's another one. Brent Jones was good. Brent Jones is a top 20 tight end.
Who? Kelsey's a pussy.
You don't block nobody.
What? You're fucking nuts. You're simply just trying to get clicks right now, dog. I'm not going down this road.
Hey, Aaron Hernandez was legit. Don't stop playing.
He was, but he was a move tight end too, though. He wasn't coach. Another tight end that I like, old school tight end, doesn't get a lot of credit because he was overshadowed. Brent Jones.
Yeah.
Brent Jones was good.
He was good. There's some guys we're missing, but I mean, that's just my top 10 off the top of the head. I mean, I don't know. Matt'll have his tomorrow. I'm sure he'll have Kelsey at like fucking 2. We'll have
2. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you're right. A tight end that's second in NFL history in playoff touchdowns.
So he's the best tight end over Tony G already, huh?
I think he's a better player than Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, I do.
So right now, if in Kansas City lore, you putting Kelsey over Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Yes.
And it ain't just me.
Oh shit! Really?
Yep.
I think the playoff performances put him over the top.
Hold on. So is
never
Kittle
fucking
and
good
fucking all these other guys going to be in this list soon?
Who?
Like George Kittle, that's pretty good.
Kittle's awesome.
He's a good player, but he's not on a top 10 list.
So he's not Kelsey close.
He's a top 5 player now in the
Athletically, he's as good a tight end as I've ever seen.
Not on the top 10 list yet. I mean, come on.
You give Kittle, if you give Kittle, Mahomes, and Reed, he puts up similar numbers, though. I think athletically, he's
was
great.
the city with Mahomes and that system, maybe.
Yeah.
But again, like I'd love to see what Kittle and Debo and Ayuk and all these guys look like with a real quarterback. Not saying Purdy can't be that guy, but I mean, he just got his UCL ripped off his arm. That's not usually good for guys who throw the ball. So San Francisco needs to go get a real quarterback. If I'm San Francisco, I mean, all these quarterbacks floating around and guys that you could get, Lamar Jackson out there and fucking Carr and Aaron Rodgers and blah, 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 blah. I mean, dudes everywhere. They've got to get one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, where is Harold Carmichael sit with you guys?
He's a wide receiver, though. Hall of Famer, finally. He's a 6'8", original Megatron, by the way.
Guy, yeah.
He's a wide receiver. He was a true wide receiver. By the way, guys, one guy we missed that I saw in the chat, an absolute bull. Mark Bavaro.
Yeah, that guy was a fucking animal.
He was stiff, though. He was stiff as a porn dick.
So what?
Yeah, so is a crowbar. You wouldn't want to get hit by it, Coach. Come on, we're not doing Pilates and yoga. Come on. That's Bavaro.
Well, I'm not going to get it. I mean, one of you guys are talking about a guy that can't block the edge. The other one wants a blocker. Like, which one is it? You got to give me your
time out. I'm running. If I'm a coach, I'm running 13 personnel all motherfucking day, so I can have 3. I can do whatever I want. I can run Gronk, Kelsey, and Sharp if I fucking feel like it. That's what my offense would be. So don't tell me I can't have more than one tight end. Fuck that.
No, I didn't say you can't have more than one, but I'm saying our top 10 list, it's going to be interesting to see your guys' one day.
Gronk, Sharp, Kelsey, and then I'll get you the rest. I don't know.
I've never seen a guy like Gronk who's, 270, who could move like him. He was
I have a guy. Remember Shockley?
Come here.
Jeremy Shockey, another one of my guys. Love Shockey. He's probably top 15-ish. Great hands, could really run routes, but
I don't know if he's top 15 of all time, but he was good for 5-6 years. Yeah.
Maybe about 4 or 5 Pro Bowls.
Davis was a freak, but he didn't play long enough to me.
He had bad quarterback play most of his run in San Francisco, and he could run as well as any tight end. I think he ran like a 4.39 as a tight end.
Vernon Davis was a hell of a player, but again, we're talking all-time greats. So
all right, so you just said quarterbacks. Steve, how long you got?
Hey, hold on, Coach. We got to say hi real quick.
What the fuck my dog at?
You old slap dick. What the fuck you doing, motherfucker?
Dog, you just want to say hello.
Hey, you better show that you know some fucking football. Make me look like a fucking idiot.
It's real soon. No,
you're looking like a fucking Mississippi pimp out there, motherfucker.
All right, we're gonna go get our fucking work in. So you guys have a good day.
Coach, I got till 8:30. I'm gonna go to the boxing gym today. Let's chop it up.
All right, hey Matt, take care of my baby. I appreciate you.
Peace.
Later, McChesney.
All right, let's get it.
Bravaro. Hold on, I want to go back to the bravaro. You know what? You hit someone over the head with a crowbar, you can hurt people. Crowbars have their place. So
it does. They do. But if I gotta throw him a fucking grenade and make sure that he don't kill us all, I'm not throwing it to Mark Bavaro.
Oh, wait. You're making it sound like Bavaro was Roberto Duran. He was not the hands of stone. He could catch the ball in the seam. And remember that play on Monday Night Football where he carried Ronnie Lott in the Bay Bridge and like for 18 yards? I mean, Ronnie Lott should have bought a ticket. He went for the ride on the 89. It's one of the great plays I've ever. Bavaro could play. In that era, he was an absolute bully.
He could. That people that are asking, that was one of my former players at Indy. Starts defensive end at Colorado now. Jamar, he's Matt's working him out, and I have two guys that played and started at Colorado the last few years, so they're both there. I've had 5 kids go to Colorado from the Indy team, So that's who that is. He's doing a good job up at Colorado. Yeah, I agree. But if I'm throwing him a grenade, I know we're all dead.
Oh, God.
It's gonna hit him like a fucking rock on his hand, and we're gonna fucking die. And I need a guy, Steve, that's gonna catch it like this, Steve. Like, you know, Steve, back in the day, I used to throw eggs at my receivers. And
what?
Yeah, I used to throw eggs at them, and that was,
you know what? That'd be too expensive nowadays, Coach.
Yeah, it was. Right. And I'm like, fuck. I used to throw eggs at him, and I'm like, if the fucking egg breaks in your hand, you're not playing receiver, you're going to DB.
Yeah.
And that's how I declared it. So I used to toss some eggs, and they used to have to fucking, you know, catch them softly and let that motherfucker carry. And it also taught, people don't realize I was kind of ahead of the game back then. It taught don't let the ball cross your face. So when you caught an egg, when you had to catch an egg, Steve, what you see now in the NFL is you see the ball being dropped in the NFL because the ball is crossing their face. And the ball goes like this. With an egg, Steve, you're watching that bitch in the whole fucking way. And it teaches you to have that, you know, hand-eye coordination. And
Coach, with these new tackified gloves, you almost have to want to drop a pass nowadays. You know,
it's unbelievable. I can't stand this fucking all this different shit. But let me ask you this: priests and politicians, most criminal fucks in the world, in my opinion. Joel Osteen, Steve, have you seen this?
Making a nice living,
$54 million a year. I would think so.
Well, you know what? Maybe based on that, maybe what Daniel Jones is asking for isn't exorbitant. It gives me a whole new perspective. You know what? Daniel Jones is actually doing something more productive than Osteen. But yeah, I mean, he's made a great living.
Great analogy. Hey, this guy has a garage with 20 cars that average at about $270,000 a car.
You know, if there's a man that believes in God, it has to be him. God bless him.
Let's keep giving the donations out, you fucking idiots.
Hey, Coach, I was about to ask you, can we give a slow 80s clap to Marcellus Wiley? I mean, he's just like, hey, he has stepped out on his own, and he said, you know what? I'm going to say what I say, and I'm going to stand on it. What he recently said about his daughter will not play with other genders, that takes guts, and that's exactly why that if you want to be able to express yourself that freely and that honestly, you got to create your own platform.
And he's doing it. He's starting
Hats off.
Yeah,
Hats off.
On YouTube.
Yeah. Hats off to Marcellus. Now that's a bull rush.
Yeah.
That is a bull rush right there.
He come on the show here every so often, so he'll be on again soon. He's a good dude, man. He's helping me out with some other things too, so we'll see how that goes. How about this one though? This one I saved for you, and I have to show this to everybody because I don't know if people understand this, but the vaccine. Have you seen this?
Now, what is that?
Hold on. Let me get the best view here.
I'll be honest. I didn't get it. Never wanted to get it. Won't get it.
Okay, so this happened last night. Put in House of Bill 6. I think it's 645. This is what it is, Steve. Just so you know, that if you are vaccinated, you now cannot donate blood or organs.
Wow, so they're almost treating that like AIDS in the 80s.
So hold on, though. Weren't we supposed to vaccinate?
It was an option that was forced upon us.
So wait up. So now the option has now told everyone now we can't save another life with your organs or blood.
Vaccinated kind of rhymes with contaminated, it seems like.
I mean, wait up. Is this is the conspiracy theorist right on the fucking control or what?
In the immortal words, and I know you watched this because we're about the same age, of Arsenio Hall, things that make you go,
I love Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, he was great. Shout out to the dog pound. But anyway, look, I am not ripping anyone that took the vaccine because certain people should have based on their age, overall health. I had a disagreement with anyone that said You have to take it, and you made it a mandate. Now, Jason, I've told this to Whitlock. During that stretch of time from 2020 to about early last year, there were several fights that I wanted to cover that I didn't, and I couldn't because I didn't get the vaccine. I didn't get the fake vaccine card. I said, I'm not doing that. And there are other times to cover fights, I had to get a rapid test, 24, 48. And those things got expensive, by the way, right? So they made a real industry out of it. But I just thought the way they rushed the vaccine and how there was almost no liability on people like Pfizer. In retrospect, I believe individuals like John Stockton have been vindicated. And you have Bomani Jones calling him a conspiracy theorist. Hey, Bomani, I hate to tell you this, but in retrospect, John Stockton delivered another assist. I'm glad I didn't get it.
What's Bomani Jones saying?
Bomani Jones on his show, we talked about it yesterday on Whitlock.
By the way, he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, Bromani. And he did this monologue on his show that nobody watches. And he's basically ripping Karl Malone because of his issues with having a kid when he was really young with the child, basically. Let's just call it for what it is. And then he said, oh, and he also honored John Stockton, who's a conspiracy theorist. Really? At what? John Stockton has never tried to force anything on anyone. He just expressed his own concern as an individual. And then based on the rules and regulations that were laid down, he complied. But he did not get the vaccine, and it's turning out with stories like this. Guess what? He ain't such a whack job after all, is he? You know? But all of this is tied into politics and what you believe culturally and socially. And John Stockton's actually flown out to Nashville a couple times and been in studio with Whitlock to calmly and rationally explain his position. And, Coach,
I'm not even familiar with what he did.
Oh, John just said, I'm not going to get the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
And he got thrown out of Gonzaga basketball games where he couldn't. Think about Gonzaga, his alma mater. He's not allowed to go to basketball games for a while because he didn't get the vaccine.
So it's like Rolovich at Washington State?
Yeah. And I just did not understand how people say trust the science. Here's the problem with that. What if the science or those implementing the science and the research have been compromised? That's the issue. And I just feel as though there are things, and by the way, I'm someone who got COVID. Super Bowl, I actually got COVID 2 years ago. Worst Super Bowl party ever. It was me, by myself, quarantined, right? But anyway, the thing is, I do things on a daily basis, like take ZMA. I work out. I drink lots of water. Number one, we cannot over-rely on the government or a secondary party for our health. We have to do our part, working out, eating healthy, staying hydrated. So I just didn't understand this whole thing of forcing everyone to take this shot that we still did not know a lot about.
I agree. I'm the same way. Steve, I go back to that whole science bullshit. I not only don't believe that, I don't believe anyone or anything. I am the two people in the world I trust, me and the other one ain't you.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you.
Is what it is. I don't believe anything. So I'm not going to believe in something that is touched by a human hand.
And Coach, the other thing is, I don't even like this whole thing where you're anti-vax. No. I'm just not getting it. I mean, I just because I've never had just because I've never had or needed chemotherapy doesn't make me anti-chemotherapy. I hope to never get it. Hopefully, I'm blessed that I'm healthy enough never have to need it. But if the more and more, and again, you'll have to break this down statistically, you hear of stories of young athletes between the ages of, let's say, 15 to 35, suddenly dropping and collapsing and ultimately sometimes dying, unfortunately. Why? I think there needs to be research into that. So this whole thing, I just look at it and let's just put it this way. I am safe and sound of mind in my decision.
I'm the same way, man. I am the same way. I'm the same way. I just I want to get into something real quick. People don't realize how great this dude was. And first of all, is Stephen A just not the attention for, like, look at the attention he wants.
Why walking across the court? What's wrong with that? What?
Man, he has to have the attention. I'm telling you.
Oh, come on. A man cannot walk across the baseline to his seat or get a drink. What?
No.
No.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
There's no way that this man right here,
Right.
I don't want to hear. I talked about it this morning on this when I started the show. It was his birthday yesterday. Mine's birthday's today. Everyone's reminding me in the
Happy
chat.
birthday.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This guy right here dominated, and I don't think anyone could even come close to him in today's game. Do you agree?
Oh, Barkley? One of the 10 best players I've ever seen. And you're right. People now look at him, especially kids, as this wacky, old, crotchety, funny guy who I love, by the way. That stuff that he's doing right there, coach. He's closer to 6'3" than he is 6'6", and he plays
I just said that. I've stood next to him. He's actually my height.
Right, because I've stood next to him one time. After a fight, he joined a party, and Mario Lopez and his friends, and Barkley was invited. Really nice guy, by the way. And I'm 6'2". He was not that much taller than I was. And if you go back in the 80s all the way up to about the mid-90s, he was always in the top 5 in rebounding with those giants. And he extended his range. He became a pretty decent three-point shooter. He had all the skills in the world. You saw the end-to-end rushes where he could grab his own rebound and do the Bobby Orr, weave through defenders, and then dunk it. And he was a spectacular player. If you go back to the 92 Dream Team, he was the best player on that U.S. team not named Michael Jordan.
Oh, no doubt.
Spectacular player.
He outshined all them dudes.
Yes, spectacular player.
He was unbelievable. All right, so let me talk some quarterback stuff with you real quick. Pat Beverly goes to the Bulls. Westbrook to the Clippers. I like one of these. I don't like the other one. I'm sure you can figure it out. I think Pat Bev fits the Bulls to a T.
Well, Beverly knows his role. It's to be a bulldog. It's to be a Doberman. It's to get under people's skin.
That right now.
Yeah, every once in a while, start a fight. Act like you're going to start a fight, but then get held back. But get the other. Now, Westbrook is like injecting a bad.
That's Beverly.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I don't know where Westbrook fits.
He don't fit the Clippers. To me, that's another Lakers situation. But I'm not mad at Westbrook either, Steve. I wouldn't want to leave LA either right now.
I wouldn't either. But coach, what team says, hey, we need a ball dominant guard that's not a great shooter, that's gonna not pass all the time, and is not gonna understand. You know what? Let's get Westbrook. I didn't get that move. I don't know if this puts the Clippers over the top. I'll be honest with you.
Hell no. I think it's just gonna hurt their chemistry even more. And Steve, Anthony Edwards, who I like this young guy, he came out and said he doesn't like guys resting.
Thank you. You know, Anthony, you have a future. You are a bright young man. By the way, though, it's too late. You can't fix it. Can't fix it. You have ruined this to a point where it's become the thing. I'm gonna say it, to exploit the system and be lazy.
All right.
Honestly. And guys are buying into it, and they don't think that they should be forced to play, not work, to play a game. I'm sick of these journalists because they're so afraid of getting shut out. They're afraid of the social media heat. They should say, no, your job is to play basketball. Play basketball. We're not asking you to man a pickaxe in a coal mine. We're not asking you to chop down trees in the Himalaya forest, okay? We're not asking you to go up on 100th story of a steel beam. You're playing a game. Now, it's a lucrative living. By the way, Coach, look at the Barkley era. When Charles Barkley, I think his rookie year was 84, 85. Back then, the NBA, they used to fly commercial.
Yeah.
Right? No one load managed. No one. And you know what's funny? I didn't hear a lot of complaining. We have conditioned these guys to culturally be lazy in basketball. And if I am a fan,
in every sport,
but at least in football, for the most part, guys play if they can play. Like they still play. But if I was a parent and I took my family to a game to watch a certain player or what I believe was most of the team, and they sat out, I'd be like, kids, I'm sorry. I'm going to put this into your Roth IRAs, and we're not doing this. I wouldn't go again.
Hey, before I ask you about some quarterbacks in the last 10 minutes, I'm going to go on KC Radio 610 today.
That'll be fun. I'm sure they're going to welcome you with open arms.
How about this, though? Biden travels to Ukraine, and that's 5,000 miles away. He's 200 miles from East Palestine, Ohio. Ohio had another breakout fire yesterday. Why would you go to Ukraine first? I'm just asking this question. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about it. It has to tell to me, it tells me that there's more fishiness to the story if you avoid Ohio.
Look, here's the issue. 81 million people voted for this. This is what you wanted. This is what you get. Do we have a chance to do something? Not that I believe in voting. Not that I believe that politics is the end-all and be-all. There's never been a cultural issue that had a political fix. But this presidency is mind-boggling and astoundingly bad. They don't care about everyday Americans. And if you're going to make a change and try to make a real impact, you have to do it at the local level in terms of who you vote for in terms of the local municipalities. So that's the whole thing. This is an insult what's going on to the American people. And now I heard there's another fire, another explosion, and all sorts of train derailments. Not saying they didn't happen before, but keep this in mind. Nothing in life is coincidental. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I agree. This is the life we live in, though. I just talked about entitled, enabled, instant gratification. I blame 1,000% the parents, or their lack of parents. This is what we're teaching kids, though. Just so we're clear, I want to show this video to you so people understand. And it happens in the sports world, which escalates to the real world. This is what we're teaching. Let me go back, Steve. He's hiding her on the court so she can be an extra body and go steal the ball. Like, that is a grown folk doing that. Like, that girl didn't wake up and say, hey, coach, I'm behind your leg, which you're illegal, by the way. You're on the court, coach. But anyway, fuck it. That's how bad refs are, right? So anyway, I'm going to hide behind your legs, and then I'm going to go out and steal. Remember the old okey doke, stand on the sideline in special teams or on a trick play? I'll turn around.
And right next to the sideline, you flip it out there on the fake field goal. I've seen that.
That's football. That's at least legal. I'm on the field. You just fucked up and didn't count me. That right there is unbelievable.
The things that I see on Twitter at youth sports, specifically AAU basketball, even 7-on-7 football, with the behavior of not just the kids, but the adults and the fights that break out. And then a lot of the skirmishes that happen in classrooms where now teachers are being assaulted. Now, you could say, well, Steve, it's always happened. I don't think so. I think there's a cultural decay taking place in our country where there is no respect for authority or even your own colleagues. You know, Coach, I went to Montebello High School. That was a working class, middle class school in middle of East LA. More the nice part, because Montebello was known as the Bel Air of East LA. Coach, I saw 2 fights in 4 years. Honestly.
Well, like, look at this. We got this.
I video recorded she is wilding. I'm wilding you up. Nah, you out of line, son. Why is you pissing on charge, son? What's good with you, son? You need to
motherfuckers don't care no more. And
you know, Coach, that's a lot of cities today that are run by a certain political party. I'm just going to leave it at that. People get angry at me, but that is the truth. There's whole videos like, I don't know if you've heard of Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia. That has more zombies than the Michael Jackson Thriller concert. And there's actually whole YouTube videos or channels dedicated just to that block, which is an open drug den. And these things are spreading. And it's alarming. I know people in Philadelphia that have lived there their whole lives. I'm talking about 6'3", 6'4" guys that are street guys, and they say, Steve, we do not go into Center City anymore unless we are packing heat. And I was like, really? Yeah. And he said, yes. So I hate to say it, that stuff now is more or less the norm, and it's getting worse.
Well, downtown LA is bad.
Yes.
They're bum rushing dudes in the middle of the street right now. I mean, I don't know. It's funny though. They surely know who to go after, Steve. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. So,
yeah. But I told you, Taco Bell and weed, that'll make you do this. Make you By the way, that's at a Taco Bell. Just throwing that out there.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get to some football before I got you for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Derek Carr met with the Jets. Jets are they're not reneging, but they're holding back on making a decision. Aaron Rodgers must be that guy.
Yeah,
holding
it has to be
back, right?
Look, as they said in The Godfather, it's always business. It's never personal. If you get Derek Carr, it is an upgrade from Zach Wilson. However, Aaron Rodgers is an upgrade from almost everybody. So I like the way the Jets are playing this. You shoot for Rodgers, you settle for Carr. Either way, you upgrade your quarterback position.
Well, I don't know if you're going to be able to settle for Carr, though, because by the time Aaron Rodgers gets out of the cave or the dungeon or whatever, and he comes out and says, oh, my God, I have a new renowned worldly view. I'm going to smoke some weed and go out and fucking whatever he's going to do, weirdo fuck, whatever he does. I'm just curious, when is that? Because the Packers have to agree to trade. He has to tell the Packers, I want to be traded. That whole negotiation. Can Derek Carr be a Saint by then?
He might be, but if you're Derek Carr, what situation suits you the best, though? And again, I know Derek Carr, he probably has a time frame and a bit of a sense of urgency. But with the Jets, you have a chance at having Breece Hall. Hopefully he can return. He was having an excellent rookie year. You get Garrett Wilson as your number one receiver and a really good defense. Derek Carr, if he cares about his legacy, and I don't know if he does, he wants to win a little bit, right? Hasn't really done that all that much. Of all the teams that need a quarterback, if I'm Derek Carr, Jets would be number one on my list. I would play that out as long as I could to try to end up there.
Yeah, I think Derek Carr now thinks he's some major guy. And to my opinion, I think he thinks that, oh no, you're not going to trade me and get no pick.
Well, hold on. Let's hold on. If he was, he'd still be a Raider. I mean, this is like saying, who's the hottest housewife that just got divorced with 3 kids at Applebee's on a Friday night? I mean, come on. It's all about, who are we judging him against here?
That's what I'm saying. I just think he's very, very overvalued.
Well, you think he's terrible, don't they?
I think he's overvalued to say the least.
Wow,
right now, Steve, I gotta calculate my AFC West fan bases so I don't have 2 on me at once. I can't have Vegas on me, Steve. I go there too often.
Yeah, you go there, you're a marked man. You're going to need secret security at Allegiant Stadium, surrounded by the S1Ws, the Black Panthers, and Secret Service. There's Coach
all around me. All right. Ask you that question. Daniel Jones, I already said anybody you be tripping.
I mean, Daniel, good grief, man. You've raised more in price than eggs in the Zone platform. Come on, bro. Settle for 30. You can live off of 30. Even in New York, you can find a nice 2-bedroom apartment with a nice big closet. Even in New York, I know it's going to be tough. Just settle for 30. And then parlay your own success. Jeez.
All right, now Lamar Jackson, is he going to be tagged today? Because he is not a free agency. He will be a free agent if they don't tag him. And I heard they're too far apart. I don't know why this guy won't get an agent and shop the market, but he is. It's coming down to crunch time.
When I read those reports, and again, I don't know if anything's changed, but aren't they about $45 million apart in guaranteed money?
The least of what I heard.
That does not look good. When you're that that almost looks like they're gonna break apart.
Not with the hiring of Monken, right?
Yeah, well, okay, with Monken. When did Monken look, I respect
He's
Todd
an
Monken.
great guy.
He is, but look, Todd Monken did a great job at Georgia. But when you had that team, especially by the end, when they got healthy, when they had their 2 wideouts, you could run anything and look good.
But
now
he was a throw. He wasn't running triple option and RPO and double option. He was running a little RPO, but he's more throw it. They run the ball behind a big, huge O-line.
Right.
And
Coach, if you go to that TCU game, they were on such a focus, and they were so physically dominant over TCU, scrappy little team, that every time they handed the ball off, it was 2nd and 2. Well, Coach, you know this. Well, that anyone can be a genius when you can just run the ball. Hey, it's 2nd and 2. Great. I look like Bill Walsh, right? So Todd Monken, I don't know if he's a fit for Lamar Jackson. But again, if you are about $40 million apart, to me, that's another way of saying one guy may not want to be there and the other side may not want you there. That's an interesting situation.
I agree. I'm curious where they end up. What do the Bears do? Because now there's all these rumors that Justin wants a dome. If we cater to these players anymore, I'm going to fucking throw up.
Wait.
I'm gonna have Jim McMahon on the show, Steve, and I'm gonna say, hey man,
a dome.
Your counterpart wants a dome. How you feel about that? He's gonna say, get the fuck out of here, JB.
Look, I like Justin Fields. I have a little bit different opinion than you do because I think he had no help. Chase Claypool is not a number 1. They had a bunch of 2s and 3s and 4s. He had some decent running backs.
No line.
No line. He got beat every game. It looked like he went through a 15-round prize fight. Cole Kmet is a solid tight end. They got to get him some help. But I do wonder, though, if that organization thinks, if we can get into a Bryce Young discussion or CJ Stroud, are we better off starting there? That's the question that I think they have, because I think it's a 2-quarterback draft. As I've told you before, I'm not big on Levis or Richardson. I think those guys are projects. I really do. They need to sit for a couple of years. But if you're going to go in and stick with Fields, you got to go all in, which means you got to do what the Cowboys did with Troy Aikman. They got to get him. They already had Michael Irvin. Irvin came in the year before, but they fortified him with Moose Johnston, Emmett Smith, fortified the line. Jay Novacek was actually a Plan B free agent. People forget about that. You drafted Alvin Harper. So if you really believe he's your franchise,
did you say be like a girl has to go to Planned Parenthood?
Well, yeah. Okay, that's an interesting analogy. In other words, do you want to abort him? Oh, I didn't say that. But anyway, even if there's a Will Anderson there, right? Will Anderson's great. He's going to be a 10-sack guy for a long time. I don't know if that helps your quarterback. So again,
that doesn't help right now either.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Steve, they want help right now. So
yeah. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
No doubt. Man, I know you got to get out of here, go work out, avoid, the vid, avoid that shit. I'll see you later this week, hopefully, and go watch some Whitlock.
All right, brother. Talk to you.
Later. Steve Kim, everybody. Appreciate him joining in. Appreciate everybody. Pound the like button, subscribe, become a member if you're not one. Become one. CoachJBStore.com. We got some merch out there. Go get you some merch. CoachJBStore.com. Don't forget it. Go get you some merch. New shit is always dropping on the website. CoachJBStore.com. Go on over there and check it out. Man, appreciate everyone. Matt and Steve joining me. Matt got stuck in the snow. He's got a couple of my players in the gym working them out. Much love to him for doing that. Appreciate everybody. And as always, appreciate all the birthday shout outs, all the drop money you guys dropped. You didn't have to do that, man. And I appreciate it. Nah, I'm not finished on going on Whitlock, man. Shit. That'd be a bad look on Whitlock, wouldn't it? Not me. Joe, I appreciate you, brother. Much love to everybody that dropped some money for my birthday, man. I can't thank you enough. You didn't have to do that. I didn't even know it was my birthday this morning when I woke up. Thank you to the Discord. Make sure you join it. Slap Nation. Become a member. Join today. Hey, I would love to go another 20 minutes. I got to go on 6:10 a.m. KC Radio. I'm sure the fan base is going to love me today, and that'll be great. So make sure you come on over there live. In about 20 minutes, I'll be on the Kansas City 610 Radio. Come on over there and watch it. Bree, I love you too. Appreciate all you guys joining in. Mike Evans, everybody, become a member if you're not one. And pound that like button on your way out the door. Work Boot Wednesday tomorrow. Chase Sr. will join me. We'll break down some more football, and we'll actually start showing some film on Last Chance Q this week with Sean Salisbury. Gorgia, I appreciate it, Gorian. Much love to all the Canadian folks in the house. VJ, the mommy, everybody, I appreciate you all. Short, fat, skinny, and tall. Much love to you. I will see you tomorrow morning. Appreciate everybody. Pound that like button on the way out, and I'll see you tomorrow, man. Peace.